Tom Arnone.
No, it's call-out time.
Brian Wilson.
You died for that football.
Nick Delgazzo.
It's going to be a battle.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome in. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com. We're live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. We're right here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey. BMW of Atlantic City. We're off exit 37 at the Parkway. Find them online, BMW of Atlantic City.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Rob Povey on the ones and twos. We are brought to you by the new soap standard, the Soap Stash, Soap Stash LLC. Find them on the web, soapstash.com. Get yourself some bars. Lather.
Go for the win, clean your skin. Let's go.
Lather the body. We'll be talking about 5 questions with the Pope at the end of the show. Matt Harvey, did he put the dildo in the locker? We got to talk about that. Is that a reason for the suspension? Did Harvey steal his lady's dildo and put it in the locker? And is that maybe a reason for suspension? We'll get into that later on in the show. Phillies on a little bit of a slide to get a win today. We'll talk about the 1-6 road trip, the rough series versus the Nationals, and where do the Phillies go from here in terms of a baseball team and in terms of bringing up maybe more kids. We'll talk about that later on in the show. MLB season, 3 up, 3 down. We'll talk about what 3 players are up on your board, what 3 players are down on your board, what 3 teams are up on your board, what 3 teams are down on your board. We'll get into that. We'll preview what we think is the best series coming up next week, and I think that's the Nationals-Orioles, which go home and home against each other starting Monday, I believe.
The Beltway series?
Oh,
yeah.
Battle of the Beltway.
It's a great matchup. Great matchup.
The way they're playing ball right now, yeah, it is.
But
Nats are hitting, man.
Well, we're going to start out. We're going to start out a lot of NBA tonight. Heavy NBA, and when we turn the phone down, getting a little feedback. Kid doesn't like the feedback. Do the Rockets have the right adjustments to even the series with the Spurs in Game 4 tonight? We'll talk about that. We'll go, obviously, Cavs Raptors done. The Cleveland Cavaliers, first team in NBA history to go 8-0 to start the playoffs. Interesting, and obviously they don't play anybody. So we'll talk about, that
can't be true.
That's true. First team in NBA history to go 8-0.
The Lakers only lost one time. It was to us in the finals that one year.
That's what was the first team to go 8-0. Was that series? Were they shortened their series back then?
Well, yeah, it was a 3. The first series was
probably got to
best of 5.
7-1, and then
yeah, maybe.
I hear you. About to be
still
joined.
8-0.
About to be joined by the Warriors.
So,
they went 3-0, 4-0, 4-0, so they were 11.
Semantics.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even get that game, did we? The step-over game, didn't we get?
Yeah, that was the only game we won.
That was the only one we won in that
And that was the only one anyone beat the Lakers at all in the whole playoffs.
Okay, so when did that occur?
So the Lakers were 3-4-4.
No, I'm saying when did that occur?
First game. Series. First game of the series.
So they were 11-0, and then we beat
11,
them.
Jeez. Yeah, wow.
So I'm going to call fuck you on that stat, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. It's right up here.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying whoever put it out there, asshole.
Because last night the Warriors and Cavs.
Just off the dome, I'll throw it right off.
Well, last night, last night the Cavs and the Warriors were only, I think, maybe the 5th team.
Maybe because they're saying it's because it's a best of 7 now, the first series. So maybe they mean like to start 8-0 and win the first 2 series.
Yeah, it's
probably, but they didn't word it properly.
In the air quote modern era.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they probably did air quote modern era in there. Cavs Raptors obviously over. We'll talk Celtics Wizards. I think Boston wins that series. We'll dive deeper into that. Our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Can the Wizards or Celtics dethrone the Cleveland Cavaliers? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. So, gentlemen, that's where the party starts tonight.
Gentlemen.
You want to go first? I mean, it's an easy no for me. It's a hard no for me. I mean, as much as they were leaking oil, whatever that meant, in the end of the regular season, and there was, whatever anybody thought there was a chink in the armor. Come on, soon as the playoffs come, 23 turns up. I guess I shouldn't call him by name. I shouldn't call him by number. The king turns it up, and I
read something wrong.
I
read something wrong. Let me clarify this for the people. First NBA team to start 8-0 in back-to-back NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Let me clarify.
Okay.
I got the tweet and just saw the beginning of it, 8-0 . So I assume
that's why
it's on the kid.
The best in the business, because he wasn't going to allow it.
He wasn't going to allow it.
Listen, he wasn't going to allow it.
Because he checked.
He
freaking checked me one time. Now he's the best in the goddamn business.
Listen, for the viewers.
I don't like fraudulent comments.
Listen, and then you came full circle.
Else but you.
Listen, you came full circle. and made a correction, on-air correction.
Yeah, you're fine with it. We're fine with it.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I'm sure you are fine with it. I'm sure you're really sitting fucking pretty over there.
Jesus.
Get off
Kids
it.
fucking stomping on me and shit.
I just wanted to. I'm getting like I'm not coming through, so I just wanted to.
I can hear you.
Yeah, well.
Everyone heard you screw up that stat.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Good times.
Pee-wee.
But no, I mean, listen, like you said, if anyone thinks that the Cavs aren't going to make the final, I mean, please tell us.
Yeah.
Because I want to know what you see. Like the Wizards and the Celtics will probably both take at least a game from them, but like whoever plays them. But I mean, come on, does anyone see them go more than 6? Because I don't.
Yeah,
No chance.
Send the blueprint in, and let us know how it happens.
Whenever he wants to, he just still dominates.
I mean, if this isn't
isn't
Warriors Cavs part 3, I'll wake up with my head sewn to the floor. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in June. That's about the most excitement you'll see. Now, even though we respect the Spurs, and we expect
Spurs are
them
going to
move on.
They're going to handle Houston too. Spurs.
Yeah, so we expect them to move on. And
I don't think the Spurs can beat Golden State.
No.
I can see them going 6.
Not even with Parker.
Yeah, I don't
see
it.
I mean,
they're going to need somebody to get hurt. Really.
Yeah, I mean,
and as much as I don't like him,
great right now.
As much as I don't like him, Draymond Green, man. I don't like him just because I don't like his antics a little bit, and I feel like he's a little dirty. I kind of like that he's a little dirty. But, But he's
you don't want
you need a guy like that.
You don't like a guy grabbing nutsack.
No, yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean,
listen, we like our guys
we're
dirty,
doing
but
we're doing beef talks on the court. I mean, there's a problem here.
Yeah.
Why are we beef talking?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
All right, but I'll tell you though, the guy makes plays on defense. Got to give it to him. Steals, blocks, hell of a defender, really. And you need that guy, like you said.
He's involved in everything.
Everything.
Pretty much.
Really is. So. If you watch them play, you're just like, wow, Draymond Green is a pretty damn good player.
And we all knew that, Durant was a superstar. It was just,
he's a monster.
How could he fit in? Was there
he
enough?
Still took the pussy route by going to Golden
State.
Yeah,
no, agreed, absolutely. And was there enough balls to go around and all that stuff? And he was hurt, obviously for half the year. So
I still think they're the team to beat.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, with their lineup, you just because they can have 2 superstars on the floor at all times and still keep 2 on the bench, really.
Yeah.
If they wanted, and just keep them fresh.
Yeah,
and it's just
and Clay is a two-way guy. He's one of the
Clay's awesome.
He's one of the better two-way guys. I mean, if you were talking about like a top 3, top 5 guys, he's in the two-way guys. He's in there for me.
I think he's one of the best defensive guards in the league.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what? He's also would be an absolute perfect fit for the Sixers. What a great fit he would be. Defends, hits the 3 ball. He would be amazing.
Come on over.
Yeah.
I would rather actually have, honestly, Gordon Hayward if I can get him this offseason. Like it's the guy who's up this offseason.
I like Gordon Hayward
he
too.
Fits. He's the reason the Jazz went as far as they went.
Sure.
Without Gordon Hayward.
He's our best
and
player.
this is one of the first years he's been fully healthy for a full year too. And he got beat up a little bit earlier on in the year, but this is the first year where he actually was there later on in the year. And they were a better basketball team, obviously. So I like him. I would give him max money. No questions asked.
Yeah. You can't guard Durant. Pretty evident.
Not many can.
But who can, though, yeah.
Malik saying I'm going with the Wizards to beat the Celtics, but nobody's coming out of the East. This is LeBron's era.
Yeah.
It
very true.
Is.
Very true.
Completely is. Now,
I can see the Wizards beating the Celtics. I think that's going to go 7. I think the Wizards win the night. I don't know what's going on. I know it's currently going on, but.
It's close, I think.
But I could see that going 7, and then it's up in the air. You get to Game 7, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
John Wall's he might be the best player on the court in that series, but Isaiah's got heart, man, and the Celtics might be a better team.
They're deeper.
Yeah,
there's no question they're deeper.
So
now,
we'll see what happens.
I just feel like they're a year away from being able to play with Cleveland. Do you know what I mean? I think they're close.
They're LeBron away from being able to play with Cleveland. They're
close in terms of talent. I think they're a player or 2 away from being able to compete at the level of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not saying beat them. I'm just saying be able to compete in the 7-game series with them and have the chance to go 7. Right now, they're obviously going to get most likely the first pick of the draft or somewhere in the top 3. Which helps them dramatically. And then most likely they're going to go spend some money in free agency because they have it.
And who do they take?
So, I mean,
right? 'Cause they're not going to take – you would think that
Billy King, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well,
give him everything.
We've been
it's
saying this for years. Billy King is the biggest ass in the history of sports.
77-60 Wizards, Malik says right now.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, going 2-2.
Wiz rolling.
Quarter right there.
We got 2 and 2. How the ump does it. He goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Always the balls first. You see a guy go strike first, get all over his ass.
That's a big third quarter.
Get all over him.
It was tied at half. So that's a 17-point quarter. Tied at half.
Wow. But I don't think anybody.
That'll hurt you.
Nobody right now is primed to beat the Cavaliers. Now, like I said, Boston may be a year away from being able to compete
in the East.
in the East. Now, right now, listen, the way Durant's playing right now, man, the Warriors are the team to beat.
I don't know why he shoots anything
right?
but that 16-foot
Do you guys
jumper.
agree with me?
When he steps into that 16-foot jumper, it doesn't even hit rim ever. It's just boom, 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 boom all day.
But tell me.
I would shoot that all day.
Tell me.
Two dribbles in back because he's racing up over anybody. He's 6'11".
Tell me that. Answer the question. They're the team to beat.
No shit.
I know they lost it, but they're the team to beat.
They're the team
and
to
listen,
beat.
how dumb is Utah and their fans? Like I was talking to Sweets when he first walked in, and I said the guy starts heckling him or whatever they were doing back and forth the fan, and next thing you know, Durant goes over 2 guys, gets a monster freaking rebound, right, and then goes down, gets a bucket, the next possession down, and then the next possession down gets another monster rebound.
Pushes.
And I'm like, dude,
Rudy in the back.
you don't get in superstars' heads. Like you don't try to get in their heads because all it does is give you the Reggie Miller choke sign like you did to Spike Lee back in the day because you get them going. You don't want to give any more reason to get superstars going. They look for any reason. We know this, boys.
I didn't watch the game at all.
That's a little bit that I was able to dabble with.
Bottle.
Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a rough one. Still hurting.
Here we go. Malik play like a little bit homer base, but I really believe if Colangelo, hashtag and Brian we trust, hits it off this summer, the Sixers will be the next best team in the East after the Cavs. Mark Mitchell says, yo, Malik, what's up? And, I like the homerism. I'm right with you. Let's hope so. One can only hope.
We're hoping you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
I like to be at that party.
But I really am. I really think the Spurs Warriors, if the Spurs beat the Rockets like we think they will, is going to be a great matchup. I still think the Spurs give them a run for the money. I think the Warriors win this series, but I think they make it tough on them, which can then affect that next round, right? Yeah. That's what I think. I think that they can make that series tough and difficult on them, extend it a little bit, which makes it tough for the Warriors going into the finals.
If Cleveland wins the next one in 4 or 5 games, they're going to be well rested going into the
finals.
finals.
How's Siri talking about? She's reading off her shit right. Nobody likes that, Siri. You ain't stealing content, babe. Don't start being a content stealer. We see you.
That's Big Brother watching.
Yeah, they're eyeing.
Now
Zuck's eyeing, and we see you, Zuck.
Let me ask you guys a question. Now, we know the answer. It'll never happen because. But is it time for Adam Silver? I know it's a business, but how about a shakeup? How about I'm not saying that New Orleans is any good, but they're kind of in the middle. Maybe Oklahoma City. How about a shift? Move somebody over to the East or something. It's so bad. It's terrible to watch. And we know what LeBron's doing.
They can't beat Cleveland.
It's a lottery. It's a lottery. It's real simple. Adam Silver and the NHL has made some of the same bad decisions, but the problem with the NHL is when playoff hockey starts, it's just a different breed of a game, okay?
Anybody can win playoff hockey.
But the NHL is making the same mistake, and I believe the NHL is going to fall into the same trap the NBA is falling into with the lottery game. Because what it does is, I know they don't want teams to tank, but the second you don't give that number 1 pick to the worst team, you're hurting your sport. And anybody who doesn't believe that or think that is flat out crazy. Dude, it's hard enough to hit in a draft, right? It's hard enough. But if you are the worst team and you don't get the 1, it's even harder.
All right, we'll sign somebody in free agency.
Oh, come on, dude. They try to get cute with the draft and the lottery.
Everybody's a professional.
Wilson,
here.
shut the hell up. They want to make another goddamn event of it instead of just saying, hey, the worst team gets the first pick. They want to have the lottery, at halftime of a game and draw more viewers. It's all bullshit, dude. And it waters down a sport. And if you don't see that, grow up, Peter Pan, and wake up because Adam Silver is in your back pocket.
I must be in Neverland because I don't fucking
He's
see
real
it.
Fucking deep. Adam Silver's real deep in your back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
You've been an apologist recently. I'm not a fan of it. I am not a fan of it. Mr. Apologetic all of a sudden.
You're
all apologetic. Everybody. Oh, an apologist to this. Apologist to this. You don't believe the lottery hurts the league?
No. You calling him a suit?
Hey, bro.
Last 2 weeks.
Without the suit, no question. Suit without the suit.
Bro,
you're a problem. You're a problem.
Oh, yeah.
That just got trending.
Suit without the suit. Picture of Wells. I like it. We'll bow tie it.
I'm fine with that. No, don't you bow tie me. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Bruce Bowen bullshit. Ken Rosenthal.
Someone waits allowed in the studio. Bow tie, you're not allowed in.
Don't you dare.
Oh, man. But no, that's just my opinion on it. You don't have to agree with it. It's fine.
I don't.
I'm breaking your balls, but I really truly believe it waters down the sport. It makes it harder for them teams that we talk about that stay in that middle of the pack.
Don't tank.
Dude, you can't get better in this league because the teams. No, because
Sixers are going to get better.
The teams own the right to their player. They can give them more money.
Okay.
So how's the league get better? How's any other team get better without the draft sweep? Somebody tell me and educate me then, and I'll wait. How else do you get better when a team can match any contract you put on the table or overpay for their own player? They can pay more.
They overpay.
There's always.
Do you understand, though?
There's always guys that leave, though.
I understand that, but when you can get more money to stay somewhere, never the superstars really never go anywhere besides Durant.
Well, one of the Golden State's going to leave. They have to because they can't afford all of them. So one of them's going somewhere.
And Malik agrees with me. The NBA will be more competitive because you're giving the worst team what they deserve. The only way they can get better is with the one.
They have the best shot at getting it.
Shit, Wells. How many times did we get hit with the three?
It's because they hated us and they were trying to fuck us.
Well, they're dead with the other teams too.
Hashtag conspiracy theory.
No, Adam Silver's out of his back pocket now. He's back. The kid's back. He's back.
Fucking
There's a
Okafor.
silver lining.
Fucking Okafor.
Oh, I love it.
Fucking Okafor.
And then Malik said Spurs tank for Duncan, and that's how they changed the whole thing around. And he's right. And Rockets tanked for Olajuwon. So, I mean, the list goes on where teams tanked and got that superstar player, and it changed an organization for 10-plus years. And, the Sixers luckily got Simmons one and finally got that one. But, I mean, we should have had it 3 years before that. Boom, boom, boom. Should have been 1-1-1. How are you now?
Yeah, but Embiid fell into our lap, so that was cool.
True. We're good with that. If he stays healthy, we are completely on board.
He's a
with that
monster.
one.
I mean,
No
we'll
question.
He's a monster.
There's no question he's a monster.
First off, I don't even think the Sixers got to do much. I know Malik's talking about Colangelo doing a lot.
No, he's talking about getting a good pick.
I just think we need we should get a good pick. Should get two good picks. But I think we just need a shooter that plays defense.
Yeah.
That's all we need because Simmons is going to be good, man, and Embiid is good. Healthy Embiid. So I think we're there already. I think we're already turning the corner.
It stinks because Hayward's like a weird fit. Like he can fit here, but he's also sort of like Dario
he's a 3,
in a way,
though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's almost.
He's not a 2. We need a 2.
Yeah,
because I love Dario. I think Dario can really play.
Dario is Gordon Hayward. In my opinion, they're very similar in their games, and I think Dario will develop more into Gordon Hayward. They both handle the rock well. They can both shoot well, right? They can both go up inside on you. They're real similar players.
Yeah, Gordon's more athletic, but I mean,
yeah, he is a little more athletic.
I like Sarek.
I like Dario because he looks like he's on a bender every time I see him.
I like guys.
I like him. On a bender. He looks like he just went on a 72-hour bender on a road trip, comes back and drops you 28 and 12. How are you? How are you?
Jackie Moon.
You are how hey. Real simple.
No, absolutely.
What you got, Robbie?
You were talking about Dominic Arnone before he chimes in on YouTube. He goes, Warriors are better coached even without Kerr. Durant straight worked the Stifle Tower last game with the same play every single time. Rockets tanked for Olajuwon, but could have had Sam Bowie.
Sammy. Good old knees.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I don't think you have to do much coaching for that team.
Took the words out of my mouth.
To be honest with you.
Listen,
not a whole lot of coaching going on Golden State.
I love the China.
Hey, guys.
I think that's an example.
Play basketball.
Yeah, I think it's on both sides. We saw that with Tyrone Lue last year and obviously this year. Like, he don't do nothing. I mean, that's LeBron's team. And Kerr's out. And Mike Brown, he's been a failure in this league, perennial failure in this league. And it's on autopilot.
Talent wins.
It's on autopilot.
What do we learn from Tyrone Lue and Mike Brown? Talent wins.
Yeah,
you can be a guru. You can be the smartest guy in the room. But if you don't have talent, your team's going to stink, right? And you talk about, I believe Brett Brown's a smart basketball guy. Anybody that's been around Pop that long, I believe something's had to rub off, right?
Yeah.
You had to learn something.
Downscreen for
but guess
Curry,
what?
downscreen
When
for
there's
Clay,
no
give
talent,
the ball.
you're going to win 12 games.
Yeah.
When there's no talent. Now,
And Pop had talent, too.
Yeah.
And we love Pop.
But he's outcoached his talent now.
We believe he's the best coach maybe ever. You know what I mean? I feel that much
I think he's better than Phil.
He's outcoached.
I have that much respect for him.
He's better than Phil.
But he had talent, too. Let's not get this twisted.
No, but he's outcoached his talent recently, though.
Yeah.
Recently, he's outcoached what talent he's
had.
had.
You had the big fundamental.
He's
Tony
loaded.
and Ginobili in his prime. I mean, come on.
David.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Admiral. Of course.
The Admiral.
Big Shot Bob. I mean,
Big
the list
Shot
goes
Bob.
on.
I love Big Shot Bob.
Yeah.
I didn't like him coming out saying he would rather been a superstar and give his rings back. Fuck that, Bob.
No,
We don't play that. We don't play that game, Bob.
Be an average dude, bro.
We don't play that game, Bobby. All right, Bobby?
don't play that
game we play, Daddy. All right? Look, I'll take the rings all day over
Me
the
too.
rest. I don't need to be a Hall of Famer. Load up all the hands with rings.
14-year career. He made a ton of money.
Yeah,
What do you need?
tons. Sell the rings, you're in a tight spot.
I don't need to be a superstar. Were you trying to chase that much pussy? You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're in the NBA. You'll be
I
fine.
was just going to say, your pocket should be full of panties, bro. You're fine.
Full band.
Full dollars and full pennies. What do you need?
Yeah.
And your full rings, too. What do you need?
Drop a ring on a panty. I'll get panties to drop.
Ask Barkley if he'd want a ring. I bet he would.
Make sure you take it off before you get in there. Those things are giant, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Put them in the safety deposit box. She might be grabbing them.
Here we go. We got more flying in. Malik says Hayward is a 3. Covington will move his right. I'm going to paraphrase this. Covington will move his ass right to the bench if Gordon comes here. Sean,
I'd like to move Covington right on out the fucking town.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That might just be me.
Yeah,
I just don't like Rocco.
Yeah, we weren't worried about Rocco.
well, no, I mean, we'll bench him.
Good defensive
he's a good
player,
defensive guy, so I'll take him off my bench.
Dude's never seen a shot he didn't like. He shoots 28%. So,
Sean Spielman, you think with the Raptors shitting the bed again with the Cavs, but didn't even compete, gives a better chance for Kyle Lowry to sign with the Sixers? Thoughts, boys? I think he's a little too old for me.
I don't want Kyle Lowry, yeah. I mean, good player.
But depends. You can get a veteran on the cheap. I mean, it depends on what he would cost for to come here. Is he going to give you a little bit of a discount? Blah, 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 blah. What plays into that would matter to me. I'm not giving this guy max money at his age. I just can't give him max money. But I'm willing to talk. You know what I mean? You got to be open to talk to anybody.
Had a lot of losses in the playoffs.
Yeah. We don't need that here.
I don't know.
We've had plenty too.
I like to bring in a guy that's got
you get creative.
championship pedigree.
You get creative. Is it, you want to sign? You want to sign a 1-year deal? When you get to be older, long in the tooth, it's time to get creative as a GM and say, listen, like you said, with the, like the Phils tried to, which we didn't think there was any reason for it, but since they were 1-year deals, we were like, whatever. But that's what you got to try to do when you got stars like we think, we know Simmons. We hope Simmons is going to be, and JoJo when he's healthy. All right, now you start plugging in 1-year guys. There you go. That's how, like Willie said, that's how you win. If you're not, without the draft, you try to get those pieces.
You need there's certain guys you need.
Yeah.
Like Rocco, because of his defense, he can stick around. I like to say that I'd let him leave, and I would, but I'm okay with him sticking around, being a bench guy,
makes you deeper,
playing some D off the bench, maybe hitting a big shot. Maybe shooting 1 a game.
Yeah, I was just going to say, no, seriously, if he could
sometimes
be similar to Kelly Oubre. That guy never shoots. He just knows his role. I mean, we know he's known for the push now and the flop from that idiot.
I don't know how much of a flop that was. Got him at him pretty hard.
Oh, no, he came at him, but he's 6'11", whatever.
I know, but Oubre's 6'9". Tom was standing here right now. If I push him like that, he's going through the wall.
No, that's debatable.
That's not debatable at all.
That's completely debatable.
We can do it right now.
But the point was he knows his role in that. He don't come in and chuck. He comes in and he's a
plays
defender
defense.
for those guys.
If he's wide open, he shoots the ball.
Yeah.
Listen, if Rocco's one of your 7th, 8th guy off the pine, you're in good shape because now you're deeper and less is more with a lot of these guys too. The less he has to do, the less shots he has to jack. And a lot of with the Sixers and what you can't fall into is somebody's going to put up numbers. Somebody's going to get steals. Somebody's going to do this, that, and the third. And we fell into it with Mike Carter-Williams and saw he wasn't good enough because somebody's going to score and somebody's going to put up points. Sure. So we got to factor all that into the equation.
You can't shoot.
When
all.
you got to factor them kind of things in.
But if your palm's up on the perimeter like he can be, like you're going to pick up steals. You can pick up 10 cheap points that way.
Yeah.
You get yourself to the line. You pick up a couple steal layups. Suddenly you dump in 10, you get 10 or 12 out of the guy when he's not jacking like Willie said. That's fantastic.
It is.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Jumping back to Wizards or Celtics to throw in the Cavs. We all have no one there. If you're just joining us, let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, A2D Radio is where you can find us. Chime in on Facebook Live, YouTube chat, wherever you want to chime in at. We'll read your comments off, your questions off. Whatever the hell you ask us, we'll read it. That's what we're here for. Don't let Zuck know that because he might shut it down.
I just don't see any way that either of those teams can beat the Cavaliers, barring like a James injury. I think even if Kyrie or Love were to get hurt, they'd still beat the Celtics or the Wizards.
Yeah, he's on another planet right now, guys. He's playing on another level, and he turned
it on.
He was
toying around today.
He turned it on for the playoffs. No question about it, and showed how great of a player he really is. I mean, there's no question in that anymore. Them days are over. Like, again, is he Jordan to me? No, but guess what? Can you become him? I mean, you win enough.
I think maybe
you win enough. I mean, then you start having that question. Now, no. Right now, no.
I'll tell you, he's fantastic. But if Kyrie goes down again, that's trouble. If it was like Wall or if it was Wall or Mighty Mouse, because Darren Williams is playing. He's playing better than he was when he was with the Mavs. He didn't look that old.
Kyrie's more.
There's no comparison. I'm saying.
I think Love could go down over Kyrie.
Those two guys would kill it if Kyrie's not there. So he's He's a huge piece. Right
I think they need all three. I mean, they, not for the Eastern Conference, but obviously in the NBA Finals, they're not beating the Warriors if they see them with missing one. We've seen that act before, so they just won't. But when this is going to be a third straight year these two teams have matched up, right? If they all go, if Warriors
three.
Part 3. Wow, the NBA needs to do something about that because
it'll be 3 straight. Yeah,
that's going to be tough. It's going to get old for people, and it's going to make more and more viewers tune out. It just will. I mean, as much as we like greatness, we like watching greatness and great teams and this, that, and the third, the longer that goes on, the more we say, hey, we're tired of this act.
And they don't blow a 3-1 lead, they're going for 3 in a row.
Yeah, they would be. Well, wait, question for all three of us.
Yeah.
Who do you guys want the most in the NBA draft? Well, you can cut. I mean, I can always Lonzo. You can just cut him up.
Listen, I think Lonzo's the best player. I've been saying. I still think he's the best player.
I agree.
I don't want him a lot because of his father.
What up, Len?
But
Big Len in the house.
I see him joined.
Shout out, attaboy, Len. I mean, I just don't. Who would I guess I'll say. I'll say De'Aaron Fox.
Oh wow!
I do like him. I like Jackson from Kansas.
I like him too. I like Jason Tatum, but I don't think he really fits on our team.
Yeah.
I really like Jason Tatum a lot.
Yeah, he went bananas down the stretch.
I think he's a really good
really
player.
Separated,
I think he's a
really
top 5
separated
pick.
himself down the stretch. Or when you turned on Duke, you went, wow.
Well, yeah,
this guy's
really
playing.
play.
This guy looks like a man, among boys.
I like Monk and I like Fultz.
I like Monk too, but I think almost if we somehow get the Lakers pick, which would be amazing, I don't think you even have to take Monk there. I think he's going to be around like 6 to 8, which would be maybe where we'll pick with our other pick.
Yeah, Quinky says Fox or Monk. They're the two guys he would want. Lenny says, "What's up, fellas?
What's up, Leonard?
I'm in a Fox and Monk. I'm a Fox and Monk fan. I agree. Listen, when I saw them two kids after that game, their emotion, they're winners to me. You understand? They're kids who care about this game, and that's important at the next level. All right, when money gets thrown at you and all the extra, do you care about the profession you're in enough? Because that's what
you want it.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
you're going to lose games, and listen, I'm not saying crying like you want your guys crying all the time. I'm just saying to see that emotion shows me they give a shit. And I'll take them two kids because, in my opinion, they're winners. And if they stayed together and went somewhere, I think they even win more. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
they're filthy. Them two in the backcourt are filth together.
I see Fox as a little Tayshaun Prince-esque. I mean, I know Tayshaun was probably bigger, right? I mean, obviously he was.
Yeah, Tayshaun's bigger.
6'9", what I mean? But very similar, like slashers.
Yeah.
When Tayshaun was, doing his thing early on.
Fox,
yeah.
I think Fox could be a solid point guard in the league, and he's big enough to defend any point guard in the league.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I don't know. I like Fox. I like Monk. There's a couple other guys I like too, but
what do you feel about?
I do like Monk. I do like Monk. I felt like Monk.
I think we have no chance of getting Fultz. So I do like Fultz. I like Fultz, but I think Fultz goes 1.
And I do like Monk. Sorry to cut you off. I just felt like there was times when Monk disappeared, and then he had a monster second half, and that works in college. It's not gonna work at the next level. I'm not saying he's supposed to come in and drop 40 all the time. I'm just saying like you can't have periods of you can't be a ghost for long stretches of time. Especially when you're a shooter.
Yeah. No, not at this level.
To me, Boston's probably gonna get the number 1 overall pick because Brooklyn was they have the best shot at getting it, obviously, and I think the team the player that fits with them best would be Fultz because he's more of a scorer, and they don't really need another point guard because I think Isaiah is going to be their guy, obviously, especially how he's played this year. So they need kind of a scorer, and Fultz is more of a scorer. That's why I think Fultz will go before we even have a chance to pick. But, I mean, I do like Markelle Fultz a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can play. He can fill it up.
Malik says Dennis Smith is his next guy after Fultz.
I like Dennis
Smith. And he
said,
sorry for the flood. And I said, flood away, brother.
Yeah. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Love it.
Listen, we love the feedback.
There's some
I didn't like his effort. Listen, I like the talent, Malik, on him, and I was a big fan of him going into the ACC tournament. I thought that was a horseshit effort in round 1, and I don't know if, like I said, everybody has bad games, but it was just he was just going through the motions, like he was ready for it to be over. And I just don't like that. It shows a lot. It shows a little bit of character to me, and I don't I didn't like it. I don't know if you guys remember that game. It was a long time ago, but it was just a terrible first round performance.
Well, listen, you're judged on everything you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
there
run
was
from
20
things
guys
anymore.
there to see him, and it was just like, I don't know, you just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, and listen,
that's bothersome to me.
What do they talk about?
It's worrisome.
Yeah.
Because listen, you got to have it.
Yeah.
It's the killer instinct that you have to have because that's how you got to judge. I mean, you never know. Half these guys aren't going to do anything. Some of them, once they get paid the money, they don't work anymore. You never know.
Yeah.
And you got to have the guy that wants it. You have to sit him down and really talk to him and find out that this guy really want to be great or he just want to be a guy.
And you got to talk. You obviously talk to his college coach. You talk to his high school coach. You find out what kind of guy he is.
Find out.
What do you got, Robbie, on YouTube?
Just to show how much the NBA is a truly international game, you got Zymon Dezine. I think
he could probably shoot the lights out, right?
He goes, greetings from Poland.
They
got tuning in for Poland.
Who's the NBA guy? Who's the NBA guy who covers all the foreign
Polish
guys?
and proud.
Who's the NBA expert that covers all the foreign guys being drafted? Who is that? What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
He's on during the draft. Every draft he's talking. He knows all the foreign players. Everyone.
Grant Fraschilla knows a bunch of the foreign guys, but he runs like camps over there. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I think the guy who's on the draft. He's on the draft. Somebody chime in if you know who he is. But he would be like, oh, that kid from Poland? No, he can shoot the lights out. He can shoot it.
Good handle.
Lenny Robinson, I feel like Jackson and Monk are our best fits. Simmons and Embiid will handle scoring. Jackson can be our D specialist athlete. Monk could be our sharpshooter. Boom. And it is Fran Fraschilla, Lenny says. And he's always talking about it. He knows every foreign player. Guys, raw. We know. We hear it during the NFL draft. Raw. After the fourth round, it's the same comment on a Kuiper or anybody else. Raw. Because they don't want to say, like, this guy's a good player. Like, yeah, he really turned it on late his senior year. Still raw.
I always
Still
say
raw.
raw.
Love the raw. They love it raw.
Big fans of raw.
Johnny Scans, Stan Ross. Where's that trophy at? There it is. We got to pull it out. We're gonna pull that out later.
Ross.
Would you win today?
We
You catch an L?
Second place.
Bad coaching.
Yeah, okay. Bad coaching. How to walk the bases loaded. What do you want me to do? It's the right move there.
You walk the bases loaded?
I don't walk the base. There's first and third, 2 outs. Okay, the kid up in the 6 hole, crush the ball all day. The kid behind him didn't take the bat off his shoulder.
Did you walk the next guy, though?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't walk him there, then.
I know, you can't walk.
Yeah, I don't trust 8-year-olds to throw strikes. I can't do that. Come on, let's go. That's bad coaching.
Okay. All right. Threw strikes all day. Bad coaching.
Not with the bases loaded, he didn't, though, did he?
Well, guess what? I brought in another pitcher. Because the other kid
With
was
the bases
done.
loaded?
Got to.
Oh, my God.
Let him learn that.
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
What's the problem?
Just
How's it terrible?
Let's throw the kid right in the fire, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
And I walked him over to the man and said, hey, I'm putting you in the toughest spot I'm ever going to put you in. Do your best. Nobody's going to be mad at you. It's on me.
Wasn't a 4-pitch walk, was it?
No, it wasn't 4-pitch. But the kid, you got to love this. The kid who was on the mound before, I told him, don't throw any pitches. What does he do? Because he works fast all the time. What does he do when I turn my back to go get the other kid? He throws a pitch, so it started 1-0. And I had to take him out. Everything he was doing was high. He was done. He was done. He was walking him anyway. He was going to walk him anyway if I didn't make the move. So
What do you mean he threw a pitch? I don't understand.
he threw a pitch. I said, hold on. I was going to sub him out. I turned my back. He throws a pitch. I tell him to hold on.
What is the umpire doing? You on the field or not? You're in the dugout.
I'm getting my kid walking him out. I said, hold on, Jackson. Don't throw a pitch. Hold on a second. We're subbing. And I had to get the other kid.
Call time.
I had to get the righty out. I
You didn't
did.
call time?
I did. He threw a pitch. He works that quick.
Time's out.
Well, listen, I don't know. He threw a pitch.
Oh, I would argue that.
No,
Sounds to me like you didn't call time.
whatever. It sounds to me that an 8U team battled and came in second place, and I'm not worried about it because they got better.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
No, I have a ring in this game, Well, so I don't need to be the guy trophy chasing. You understand this? Okay, some guys need that. They need that feeling of winning.
Chasing.
When you win one, boys, gentlemen, the 2 guys next to me, when you put the ring on, do you need a trophy chase? Are you a trophy chaser, Brian?
No.
Okay. Uncle Sweeps, you a trophy chaser? Feels good. I'm not going to lie to you. We want one.
I figured you guys didn't win because you weren't pumping.
We're competitive monsters, so I mean.
I'm trying.
We're trying to
the kid's trying out here.
I don't play
He's
to
pulling
lose.
big league moves. I'm walking bases loaded. I'm doing the right thing. Played any bag.
Yeah, but with 8 under, I don't know if I'm
They
doing
did.
that move.
You were out of timeouts now.
But listen, 8 under, guess what?
He pulled a C-Web.
Hold on. When they're 12U, what can they say? They've been in that kind of experience before. It's all about experience. It's all about experience, man. Get him some work. Get him in times that are tough. The game ain't easy.
The next time it's bases loaded,
Yeah.
he's going to get a punch out for you.
And guess what? It was, so Yeah, next time now he's more confident in that situation. Listen, you're going to win, you're going to lose some. At the end of the day, I look at that. This team's like, I believe we are 14-3 throughout this whole process right now, and they're getting better. It's the furthest they've gone in a tourney. So
you're just doing your best, you know.
Kid's a worker. Let's get back to nothing. Let's get back now.
Losers always whine about doing their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Okay,
remember that.
Done that though.
In a hot tub?
That's a story for another night.
That's 120 million reasons.
Yeah, 120 million reasons where you don't want to know what I did with your wife.
Yikes.
That interview ain't coming anytime soon, and we're not worried about it. All right. The fact that you called that out is phenomenal.
That's terrible.
That's great.
That's terrible.
That's
I had
phenomenal.
Morse code. You had to take it a step farther.
Yeah, he did. Of course. He doesn't like the guy. We've won over this many times.
I have no issues.
A little Morse code in there. You had to break it.
Who's taking on the Stanley Cup playoffs? Malik wants to know. Who you boys got?
I mean, Christ, the way Nashville's playing,
I was just gonna
I mean,
say.
can anybody beat them? Is
How
the key.
fitting would
I'd
that be?
love to see Edmonton somehow get there. But
That would be, and that would just eat up Flyer fans if Peter Lala would get one.
what's going on?
rat him out of town.
Good coach, yeah.
Rat him out of town. Great coach.
On the Eastern side, I mean, Penguins defending champs, they're playing strong against the Washington team. That was a lot deeper than it's ever been in playoffs and making them look foolish, even minus Crosby for that game, minus a lot of players on their blue
Is he
line.
coming back?
Crosby? He came back last game.
Oh, he
game
played,
5.
he played.
Yeah, and then they lost. So
Yeah.
they were like, maybe stay on the sidelines
Yeah.
for another game.
Oh, the Penguins are fantastic.
I'll tell you what, the Penguins.
We just know, like
Penguins
you
are
said,
gonna
you know
be
what
tough to
Right.
you know what you're going to get from the Capitals. At least if you're
I
a
just
hockey
never-
fan. You know, they're the one seed every year, and it's just like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
when's it coming?
They'll tell you how to lose in the second round. I'll tell you that. I don't trust. I think the Penguins are great, and obviously they have the best player, but I don't trust Fleury. Right, I know he's
Yeah,
playing
I never
well
did.
right now, but
I
I
never
just
did.
don't trust Marc-Andre Fleury. I think
I know.
I always feel like he stinks.
Yeah, you're
so
just-
that's
you're-
why I'm just waiting for him to
I
implode.
was just going to say, you're waiting for like a 4-goal game in
Yeah.
the first period.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel about it.
Two shots, but no one
Yeah.
in front of me just lets go in.
It could
Yeah,
be,
I'm
but
waiting
this
for
this version of the Penguins, though, he falters. You got Matt Murray to come back in. They got 2 starting. Normally, he would have been in if he wasn't hurt at the beginning of the playoffs, but
Well, then
Fleury
Fleury's
was
playing so
rolling.
well, yeah, they can't take him out.
Right,
I
but
know.
the thing of it is will the coach be stubborn and just stick with them because it's been now 2 series? He goes to falter. Maybe they're a little bit too patient with them. Could cost them.
Yeah.
Well, they're up 3-2, right?
But I do like Edmonton, like Willie said.
Going home? Edmonton's
Young
just
bunch,
young
yeah.
and
I mean, I
fast.
feel like everybody thought they were a year away, and
Yeah.
I like when these teams win a year early or whatever. People think that it's this wasn't their year or whatever. I love that when they spoil parties.
Yeah.
And
McDavid's
obviously,
decent,
yeah.
man.
Wow,
He's
Is
not
he
bad.
something else.
He's not bad.
Pretty good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid player. Flyers can't find one of them motherfuckers.
Nope, and they won't this year either. All right, so that's that. We all believe, and everybody out there believes that nobody's taking the Cavs out this year, and they're going.
And I
to
do
the NBA
believe
Finals.
that the Spurs and Golden State is going to be a really good series. I just don't see the Spurs winning it. I do think that the Spurs are going to beat the Rockets, obviously, by that comment. You know that. And I just don't see the Spurs beating Golden State. I think I'd love to see it go 7. I think it probably goes 6. And I pick Boston to beat the Wizards in 7, and then I would have Cavs beating Boston in 6.
Yeah, I'll just read a couple of these out. Lenny, and back to the hockey. Preds versus Pens. Malik, Penguins. Said the kid. Jordan Smith, question for us. More successful upcoming season, Ben Simmons or Carson Wentz?
How
How
about both? How about both, huh? I'll take 2 entrees on that one.
Can you have your cake and eat it too?
No, but I'm going to say Wentz just because he's already had the 1 year groomed and Ben hasn't played yet. But I think Ben's a problem. And I think we're going to find out that real soon. But I'd love to see both of them play really well. But I think the Eagles are a playoff caliber team. I'd like to see Wentz take us there. So if that happens, then it's got to be him, in my opinion.
You think, because he's going into his second year and he played a full year.
Yeah.
It's got to be Wentz. He has to take a big step forward.
Yeah, the Simmons has got the big unknown still. I mean, we know the potential and we know what he can do and stuff like that. He just got to get on the court and do it. I mean, there's plenty of guys that have been picked high and been the next, can't miss guys.
Don't you dare!
I know that.
Don't you dare!
I know that.
Don't you dare! Don't you put that evil on us, Nick!
In the comparison world, all right. Wentz Adelphia already played, and he established himself as a tough hombre and a good leader, and
and we got some weapons for him. So I'm pumped.
He's an avid hunter. Him and Trout are your buddies.
I am literally pumped for the season.
It's always good to be buddies with the best player in the world. Kind of rubs off on you a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Hopefully. So, where are we going now? 3 ups, 3 downs?
Well, no, we can get into 3 ups, 3 downs real quick. I want to get this to Western side real quick, okay? When we talk about Spurs, Rockets, and I asked the question earlier: can the Rockets make adjustments? Can they make the right adjustments to come in here and win Game 4? That's brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com, as well as Gibson Mayer, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. Never too late to get an extension.
I'll tell you what, they need. Right? If they have any shot at winning the series, they have to win Game 4.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just goes to show you. I think the worst thing for the Rockets was winning by 30 in Game 1. You know what I mean? It was just – it was a wake up or whatever call you want to call. Yeah, exactly. Pop, you didn't want to be in that locker room. I'm sure he was melting paint that game. So,
he might have hurt Parker.
They bounced back and won by.
I'm not so sure he actually got hurt on the court. No, he was. It looked gross actually.
But let me get these out. When we were talking about Wentz, Simmons, Lenny says Wentz year 2 is easier than the first. Right on with us. He also has more toys to play with.
Yep.
And Malik said, since you guys picked Wentz, who will have the most receiving yards and catches for the Eagles? Oh, I hope it's Alshon.
Yeah, let's go.
But, I can see Jordan.
Getting shined up.
I can see Jordan just because, now Alshon's drawing double coverage and Jordan's in the slot more. And, I could see him having more catches.
I'm going to say Ertz.
Ooh. Yeah, it's 15 in week 17.
But I'll tell you what, I was going to say he scores or he catches 29 the last 3 weeks when we're out of the playoffs.
Wife scored.
So hopefully this year we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would probably settle on Jeffrey. The guy when healthy was a superstar with Jay Cutler. So enough said. So I'm sure he was double covered there too. You know what I mean? But great point. I know what you're saying.
The only other person that's been successful with Cutler is his wife. So that's it. It's the only person that's done anything.
Yeah.
They had Marshall too. Yeah, that helped. Well, he hasn't had good years after he and Alshon as well.
No, he has.
Yeah.
Alshon's had a pretty couple good years after Marshall was
It's just the health.
The thing is just healthy.
Health-wise. That's availability.
And obviously he had a suspension last year, so hopefully he's not doing that no more.
Yeah, we talk about the best abilities, availability, done and done with him.
Yeah.
Got to be on the field.
Oh, he's a stud.
But I think it helps Jordan Matthews out more than anybody, in my opinion. I think
for sure.
Look, if you're going to give me another name that could out-receive him, I would just say Matthews because the guy's almost had 1,000 yards twice. He's right on that brink with nobody around him. He's the go-to guy. So him more of a second, maybe even third-ish role with Torrey. You got a burner on the outside. It just opens a lot of things up. I agree with Ertz, too. If Ertz can be consistent, he can be that guy. But Week 17 don't count anymore, all right? You got to do it 1 through 16, Daddy.
Like I said, it depends who you are because there's certain guys that just can't handle the spotlight. So when you're not the best guy in that meeting room, a lot of guys play better that way. They just settle down, they relax, and they can do their thing. They can, they might be on the third best corner on the team. You know what I mean? So, he's going to find some matchup difficulties. Matthews might, So
I love how we
Look
at us. We can circle the wagons better than the Bills ever did. All right, better than the Bills ever did.
Yeah.
Damn it. Nobody does it better. Hold the hell on. This is the best in the business. Agree, disagree. Hashtag and no goddamn notes. And there's a reason for this. Because you can just hit us from all angles. We're not worried about it. We'll circle the wagons like the Bills used to do. Right. But we'll finish. We'll finish it. Let's see. We got Pop Montanez. What up, Pop? Did the Eagles re-sign Jordan Matthews or trade him mid-season? I don't think anybody gets traded mid-season. The NFL doesn't play that game. if other guys step up. He's a free agent after the year. I can see him not being re-signed. But that's Alshon. That's on Alshon.
Depends how Alshon plays.
On Alshon. Lenny Robinson. He keeps hearing D'Angelo Williams as an option running back. Would love D'Angelo here in Philly.
I mean,
I'll take him.
Oh, God, but
tough guy.
I'll take him.
But hard player. Hasn't ran the ball much the last few years being a backup, which is good. Which, I mean, you would think a little more.
There's some stuff in the tank left.
Tread
You would
left
think.
on the tire.
Absolutely.
So
That's a tremendous analogy. I love it. But yeah, I mean, just his toughness and what he brings, to the team. Absolutely, I'd sign him right up.
Oh, I definitely would. And we need another back. So
I'll take D'Angelo Williams in a heartbeat. Chris Kelly, is it far from reality that the Eagles could have multiple 1,000-yard receivers this season? No, not at all. Not at all. If Carson takes if he
I'm trying to temper myself here, Chris. I'm trying to temper myself.
If he progresses the way he should with the wideout core he has,
15-1.
No question. Here he goes.
Yeah, that's where he wanted to go.
It didn't work last time I said it.
Here he goes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're back to 15-1.
I was like, I'm just going to make him lose the game just because I don't see him losing the game. But I'm just going to make him lose one.
That was incredible. I was on the couch listening back then, and it was loving it. I was like, "Look at this! They're scrambling for an L. These two guys, these two best buddies are scrambling for L's."
We were holding hands when Bradley was slinging it that preseason. We were kumbaya.
We were kumbaya.
We were walking down Broad just singing.
8 weeks in, I fucking hated his guts. It was terrible.
We didn't want to do shows anymore.
These two guys were loading confetti guns. I mean, they were ready to go in September.
I didn't want to show my face. I was like, oh my god, is there a rock big enough for me to hide behind? Probably not.
They had police tape ready.
Oh my god,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what makes it great. Listen,
that's
what sports talk is all about.
After that Green Bay game. Green Bay preseason game where he was like,
boo,
boo, boo. I was walking around like, oh my god! And a week in, I was like, oh my god!
like the first time you saw a tit. Oh my god!
Oh my lord!
What is that?
Look at
her! Now that's a titty.
Did somebody say titty?
Holy shit. Woo. Nothing like a good cry on air.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, a good tear down the cheek. Really get you going.
Well, welcome to Sunday nights, and we appreciate everybody that's always with us. So, I mean, just laugh away. Laugh away.
Chris, I'll get to that question in a little bit about the Flyers. We'll talk about that later on. Just remind me on that. We'll answer that. What will the Flyers do this offseason, and can we get a goalie, please?
It goes to William
Carter
Pope.
Hart. When is Carter Hart ready to play?
It goes to William Pope, and then Tom, and then Sweet.
2 years?
I'll put myself after you.
I'm with you.
I don't trust
jump over Stolars.
I'm trying to catch up on a tricycle.
I think he has to.
2 years in a row.
Tandem bike.
It's a monster.
We're getting. You guys are having a combo. We're having a combo.
I was just going to say, hey, do what you got to do. Split screen!
Holy shit. You listen, if you
is this picture-in-picture? Oh, shit.
Jordan, we'll get into that in a second. I just want to let everybody know. If you're just joining us, our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Can the Wizards or Celtics dethrone the Cavs? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, A2D Radio is where you can find us. We broke down the Eastern Conference, obviously. Talked a little Celtics, Wizards. We previewed a little bit Spurs Rockets. We talked a little bit about it. We think the Spurs are going to win that series, and we don't believe that the Rockets have the adjustments to beat the Spurs tonight.
I don't trust any team
series.
that shoots 43s in a fucking game. That's all I'm saying.
I
think James Harden's amazing. I just don't think they have enough.
I don't trust it.
They don't play enough defense, and all they do is just jack shots.
Mike D'Antoni's offense has showed its true colors in Phoenix, and they never won nothing. They had more talent. Okay, tons of talent in Phoenix. We know personally how much talent they had and how much money it cost us. But at the end of the day,
I've seen a guy lose an eye on the court.
You got to play a little D in this league, man. You got to be able to play a little D if you want to put a ring on. You know, have your freaking thing go in the rafters, your banner and all that shit. You got to play a little D. You got to have a little dog and a little fight in you, or guys like Draymond Green or guys like LeBron who will D you up at times. You need them guys. You have to.
Yes, you need the best player in the world. You do.
I'm just saying it's Draymond's not, but
no, I know.
But you look for these guys.
He's a good fucking player, though.
Real great defensively. So you need them guys. Giving the 2-0, getting in people's heads last night, that's how he rocks. Jordan Smith wants to know, Eagles cornerback depth chart, week 1.
Eagles cornerback?
Corner.
Ooh, shit.
Well, Mills?
I'm going to say Mills is probably 1, right?
Mills is 1, yeah.
Mills 1. I'll say Rajul Douglas 2, and then what's called in the slot coming back off injury.
Ron Brooks.
Ron Brooks in the slot as slot corner because that's what he plays. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully the kid Sidney Jones will be getting himself back in shape and hopefully cleared around October. And then I don't think he's going to enter the starting lineup right away, but maybe he can work his way in there possibly, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's telling how quick these rookies develop. We're going to actually need them to because obviously, we don't have a whole lot of depth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because McKelvin's gone too, right? I always forget.
They're both gone.
Carroll and McKelvin obviously both gone. Yeah, I mean they might need to see after OTAs on some vet. They might bring a veteran in. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring another corner in. Nobody special. Somebody gets cut off a roster just for depth reasons, and that's it because they're not deep.
Did we sign anybody else?
That's what I'm trying to think about. I'm so out of that time right now. I'll jump in there.
I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
They might have. I don't know.
All right, so Pop wants to know Smallwood listed as number one. How much confidence do you have him getting 15 to 20 touches a game?
Not a lot.
I don't think Smallwood will be the number 1. I see him used probably maybe 5 to 8 carries a game, 5 to 8 touches a game, somewhere in that area. I think we're going to kind of have a running back by committee, depending on if we bring another guy in or not. But apparently they like Corey Clement. I mean, they gave him a 2-year deal, right? Of a free agent, undrafted free agent, which is they gave him like a decent amount of money. Which
Patrick Robinson.
Patrick Robinson. That's who we brought in.
Yep.
Okay.
I know we brought in somebody.
Well, he'll probably be the one just because of the fact that he's a veteran.
And then Pop said that too.
We'll say Patrick Robinson 1, Jalen Mills 2, Ron Brooks in the slot, and then hopefully see how the rookies develop. And see if Sidney gets on the field.
Yeah, because that's right. That was the Robinson was the guy that I thought would be looking over his shoulder if Douglas is can turn out to be what
You'll have Dwayne Gratz too. Dwayne Gratz will be probably one of the corners, and Douglas.
And who the fuck is Dwayne Gratz?
That's where they got him listed as. So they got him from Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
Jacksonville away, Philly. I think there's another guy we brought in.
I don't like bringing in corners from Jacksonville. Sorry. Unless their name's Jalen Ramsey.
Chris Kelly, Revis for 1 year? Nah.
That island is a
all inclusive, baby.
It's a destination now.
All inclusive.
Destination resort.
It's accepting applications as you speak. Right?
And I agree with Malik. Sidney Jones should just redshirt this year.
Yeah,
he could.
Yeah, I was here in 2018 anyway. So
why rush it? I mean, why rush? It's an Achilles. Get the kid right.
If he's right, though, shit, let's play.
Well, listen, if he's right and he's cleared, but that's a 2-year injury. We know this. So he's not. So listen, why put the kid through the pressure? He's not going to be as productive as he could be that following year. Just get it right.
Yeah, but you still got to get out there.
I'm not saying you don't. Lenny's saying Grimes is better than Gratz. Probably is. I got to get into that time of year again. You know what I mean? And start eyeing these guys up when you talk, because we're talking about, third, fourth corners.
I gotta see how they play in the preseason.
Yeah, I gotta see some of these guys.
I gotta see some of these guys. I don't really know. I don't know who the hell this guy Gratz is. Color me blind on that one.
Yeah, I'll call me blind too.
Absolutely. And like I said, you have to see how Douglas fits in too. Like understand that the size is great, but the speed's not there. And I know on Wednesday,
a lot of picks. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's a ball hawk, absolutely. On Wednesday's show, Big Red was talking about how he's keeping up with guys, and that's fine. I'm just saying for the system, he had never played press coverage like that. He's always played cover 2, so we have to see how he can react to that.
He might even He might even be a guy who they move into a safety position. He might even be that.
I'm just saying.
Look at Malcolm Jenkins. I mean, Malcolm Jenkins was a guy who was a corner out of college, came in, couldn't cover. Had ball skills, wasn't fast enough to play the corner position. You move him to safety, now he becomes a ball hawk and a guy who's now his speed looks better back there. Same thing with a guy like this. This guy might be a guy.
Then we move him back to corner and we can't fucking cover.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He might be a guy that they end up moving back there because of speed. So
Willie said it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see how
he's a big boy too, so he has a safety body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6'2".
So we'll see how all that plays out. On the other side, what we'll do is we'll do our MLB season 3 up, 3 down. So 3 players that are up, 3 players that are down, 3 teams that are up, 3 teams that are down. Preview a little bit Nats, Orioles. We'll talk about the Phillies slide. Matt Harvey, did he put the dildo in the locker? 5 questions was a pove. All that. Agree, disagree. HUDRadio.com. We'll be answering your questions as well. You want to still talk NBA playoffs? Have questions NBA playoffs related? Bring it in. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
We circle the wagons.
HUD Radio is where you can find us. This segment was brought to you by Soap Stash LLC, the new soap standard. Find them on the web, soapstash.com. Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
Welcome in to the worldwide leader of what? Real Talk, HUDRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Welcome in to the world.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Fellas, you ever come in from that baseball or football game and your woman won't come near you because you stink beyond belief? Then you need Soap Stash. You should never settle for a generic hygiene product that only covers up the stench. Treat your skin with the best nutrients. Feel clean with the only soap you'll need. The highest grade carrier oils are ingrained in all of their products, which are 100% natural and terrific for your skin. No sulfates, parabens, or phthalates, and synthetic fragrance free. Contact Soap Stash for your sample package and give your woman what she deserves. You can contact Soap Stash at 844-890-3197 or visit them on the web at soapstash.com or Facebook at Soapstash LLC. Once again, their number is 844-890-3197. Soap Stash, the new soap standard.
Dude, get off the goddamn cord. I know. Get off the goddamn cord. Welcome back. Agree to disagree. A2DRadio.com. Dumber known. Nick Delgazzo. Brian Wilson. Rob Povey on the ones and twos. Well, listen, I'd love to have you. I mean, stop in anytime.
No, you wouldn't.
Stop in anytime you like.
I don't like your tone.
I don't like your tone weekly. I don't like your tone weekly. All right? My tone's perfectly the same it is every week. Yeah. My tone doesn't change.
Never knock a pitch play out of a Tone Ranger's hand. Tone Rangers.
You get hurt that way.
All right, so we're live from the BMW Atlantic City studios. BMW Atlantic City, we're off exit 37 of the Parkway. Find them online, bmwatlanticcity.com. Every Sunday night, we are brought to you by the new Soap Standard. Find them on the web, soapstash.com, right on Facebook, Soapstash LLC. We started the show off.
If you're feeling dirty, get clean.
Yeah, get clean, real
Soap
simple.
Stash.
Can the Wizards or Celtics dethrone the Cavs? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. HUD Radio is where you can find us. We all say no. Everybody that's chimed in has been a no as well. We talked a little bit about the NBA playoffs. We dove into it. If you have questions, we'll still dive into it for you. We're going to continue to move on here, and we'll do a little bit of our MLB season, 3 up, 3 down. And let's go over some of the scores. Go ahead. Go a little up.
Well, Yanks, Cubs, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball going on right now. 1-1 top 4.
Severino.
Good update.
That's why I'm here.
And Lester.
All right. So.
Meanwhile, Matt Harvey.
Yeah, what was that?
Suspended for dildos.
Is that, yeah, I mean, do tell. I mean,
Black
there's no
dildo
details.
dildo in the locker room.
Dude,
Well,
do tell.
all right,
I had
so
no
I'm
clue.
not taking
I
full
tried
credit.
to find
for-
out.
No,
This
I'm
morning.
pretty sure that's what happened.
B
I'm
was running around, and I
I'm
couldn't
Mr.
find anything.
Conspiracy, right?
I'm
Mr.
pretty sure that's
Conspiracy.
why he was suspended.
But that being said, I was talking to Lenny today.
Did it have a
Rob,
crank on it?
Lenny Rob, and he goes, you ever think that maybe he got suspended? The Mets been real hush hush about everything. That maybe it was him to put the dodo in the locker room. The Mets didn't like it, and boom, they hit him for a 3-game suspension. Who knows?
What was it, on TV?
Yeah, you can see it on TV.
It was dark. It was thick. I mean, she was a
Oh, with a crank?
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Yeah, I'm sure.
real thick. If you're in,
Where does one go for one?
this Harvey's dresser. The Dark Knight is risen. There you go.
I mean, you need a wheelbarrow and a back brace?
Yeah.
What are we talking here?
It was flat out aggressive. But we can talk about that a little bit later as well.
And they're in shambles.
Typical
so,
Mets.
I'm sure Poe wants to just skip past that because they are.
Because I'm
free.
free falling.
Oh, he will be coming back up in the 5 questions with the Poe later.
Sounds good.
So would it do?
Phillies are free falling too, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah, well, expected. A little more expected for the fights.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 up, 3 down. Players and teams. We'll preview a little bit the Nats, Orioles. What we project is to be pretty much the series of the week. It's a home and home. They play Monday, Tuesday, boom, Wednesday, Thursday. So little home and home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like how you do that.
What a trot by Machado the other night, huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
30
God.
seconds.
What is that, 30-second trot?
Woo.
Oh, my God, I throw the next one in his head. I will. That's too fucking long. I'm sorry, that's too long.
He said, watch the tape. That's what he always does. I said, that's
Too long. It's too long.
It's a little long.
30 seconds around the bases. Seriously, dude, I'd have been chirping.
What a scud.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, it was a ball. It was a bomb.
Absolutely.
Absolute bomb. But
Coming out of my mind.
I'm on third base, and he's going by. I'm like, there's going to be another one coming at you. There's going to be another one.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe
Made
2.
him go around. I definitely would have made him go around me. I'd have been
Oh yeah. There might have been a bump. Forget making go around. I might have bumped him. A little bump.
He's going to. You can't go that slow.
No.
Don't show him up.
Would you bump? If you were playing 30, he's about to. Would you give him a little?
I
mean, you might as well go. Give
him a little bump.
You
Could've
bumped and
went
you bumped and you're fighting on the field and you're gonna get suspended. Yeah. But I mean,
it was one of
you
those
bump him,
series
he's
anyway.
punching you. You know he's throwing a punch.
Old school.
Anyway.
Somebody's doing something in that
Oh,
process.
McCann, there was years ago was waiting for a Gomez right up the line. That was fantastic. A couple years ago.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That was great.
Carlos Gomez can do that to you.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Stupid fucking head touch thing. I hate that shit.
That's great.
All right, so 3 up, 3 down. Major League Baseball brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. So
we starting player? Or?
Yeah, start players. 3 players up, 3 players down. The first one I think we can put on the list is Aaron Judge, and start that one way up, right?
For me, it would be
me taking him in the last round too.
For me, it's Zimmerman. The Judge did it, and Keuchel.
Yeah, they're
coming off a little down year. I think he was obviously hurt last year. But,
Irvin Santana's on my list.
Yeah, got shelled today because he's on my fantasy team.
Of course, as soon as I
You
put him on my
right-
list.
right-
As soon as I put him on my list.
Appreciate
You
the
could literally
wound.
say-
Appreciate the wound you just did.
I roll, Uncle Sweeps. I put him on a list. The guy will either be great or struggle.
You can literally say the Nationals hitters are up and the Mets pitchers are down. And the Phillies bullpen is way down.
Agreed.
Phillies bullpen way down, you said?
Oh, my gosh.
So where you at besides Judge? You going to go?
I said Santana.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm sorry.
And
there's others, too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'll go Marwin Gonzalez for the Astros.
Wow.
As a guy up.
Tremendous team.
Leads the team in homers.
Yeah.
That's a guy I'll throw in as a guy who's working his way up.
That's true.
Bregman stinks right now, so I mean that's a good name
He's-
right there. You know what I mean? I'm saying I haven't
starting to hit a little bit.
Yeah.
So do I.
He's going to be
Starting to hit a little
fine.
bit.
He's going to be.
Starting to hit a little
He'll
bit.
be fine. I'm not worried about.
I love Bregman. He's not playing well.
Me too.
Who do you guys have? Who do you guys players down? Players that are trending.
Well, he didn't go yet, did he?
Did you give all 3? Did you give 3 guys up?
Well, no. I said Washington hitters. I mean, it's Judge. And to me, it's Judge. It's got to be Zimmerman. Maybe Rendon. He had a huge week. I mean, 6 for 6, 10 RBIs helps. But
really sets the tone.
I think guys going down. Obviously Syndergaard. I mean, that's got to be a down. You know, if he's not getting. I understand it's a lat, but go get something looked at, dude. You're not. You can't turn down. I don't care who the team is. Why are we letting him turn down MRIs?
Yeah.
Immediately, yes, you're getting in the MRI. I don't give a fuck what you say. I run this team.
No,
I just suspended him for that. And I guess trending down. There's like I said, the Phillies
Could be the whole Giants
Phillies
team.
bullpen. Yes,
Could be the whole Giants
The entire San Francisco Giants batting order. Woo! Trending way down.
And you could put Bumgarner at the top of that.
Yeah.
You know, not from performance, just
Kids-
for. I mean, not that
kids
he was,
riding
you know
dirt
what I mean?
bikes.
Yeah. Just what he, you know. And we're talking. The lineup's atrocious, but it's just what it does to that locker room, you know.
The Sox
Brandon
lineup,
Brandon
too.
Pelt's struggling.
The Red Sox lineup, too, for that matter, is trending down, too. They've been cold as ice.
Yeah, they've been struggling. They
scored
scored a
like
ton of
19
runs
today.
today. Yeah,
They
a
scored
ton of
a
runs
bunch
today. But they've been struggling.
Yeah.
I'm going Billy Hamilton. You know,
Is he ever up?
I was going to say, wait, the thing is,
No,
though,
I'm saying
it's a
way
bad
down.
week to say it,
There's
though.
there's another reason because of the whole
Bad week to
trying
say it,
to
though.
outrun John Ross pulling that stunt, pulling a hammy on his day off. Okay.
Yeah, but he's got 9 steals this week.
I understand, but his on base percentage is 291. I'm just saying he's down for a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of reasons.
Well,
On an
he's
off
actually-
day, he pulled a
he's had-
Madison
he's had a good
Baumgartner and tried to get cute. You know, boom, hammy. That's all. I'm never saying he was up. I'm just putting him down.
Oh, I got you.
Pittsburgh
Look.
Pirates as a whole. I mean, you can just say it all
Starling
down.
Marte, yeah.
Marte down.
Of course. No, he's out. But-
Yeah.
Yeah, way down.
Gregory Polanco's struggling. Struggle City. Kutch is just, I guess, he's just not the guy that he used to be. It's a shame because I liked Kutch. And he's just not there anymore. I feel like he's not even that old yet.
Yeah.
Where he shouldn't be there anymore. But he's hitting 230.
I would say Adrian Gonzalez.
He is on the DL, right?
Yeah, well,
First time
and
in
I was
his
gonna say,
career.
and he might have been. They might have nudged it along because I know Bellinger's been playing left, but he is tasty with a capital T. Cody Bellinger. Whew, I got 5 homers already in 2 weeks. He
I don't
is
even know
a
who this guy
superstar.
is. I got to scoop him.
That's Clay.
He's
That's
probably
Clay-
already gone there.
That's Clay's son, and a cup of coffee for the Yankees and stuff. But he's their number 1 prospect. He's been up for 2 weeks, fantastic. And the Giants did the same thing, and that's where you get annoyed as a Philly fan. Who knows what you have? You know, we understand that Crawford hasn't hit anywhere he's been, not even in a rec game. You know what I mean? But let's just see.
Byron
Let's
Buxton.
start the clock and see what happens. Yeah, but that's a great example. I mean, he's going to get 2-3 years to fail, maybe more, until another guy comes up in the Twins. They say, after 4 years, that's enough. You know what I mean? You don't
He
play.
plays
you
such
don't
a
play
good center field
He
that
does,
they're
but
gonna let him play.
they'll get a
But-
combo. There'll be somebody that does both, and he'll be gone. You know what I
Bottom
mean?
line is, some guys are amazingly talented, can't hit major league pitching.
Yeah.
And Byron Buxton looked like one of them guys.
Yeah.
He's batting about
So
a 170 right now.
Yeah, but at least
So
the Twins got to
Dodgers
figure
did
it out. At least they got to find
exactly.
it out.
And the Dodgers were a good team, and they just said, hey, it's time for this guy to come up. The Giants went the opposite way. They're so bad. They said, hey, we'll bring this young pup up. He's our best prospect. Let's see if he can shake it up. And he's played well, but they're just horrible. They're so old. It's crazy.
They stink.
You know what I mean?
They're
I'm
bad.
gonna take as way down as my last one down here. I'm not even going to give it to a player or a team. I'm just going to give it to Red Sox fans with the incident with Adam Jones this past week. So that makes them way down on the list.
I've been to
and
Boston.
Kurt Schilling can be on that list.
I've been to Boston.
But
That's
throw
not
Kurt Schilling, that
freaking
moron on the list too.
Turley wasn't
Stop
surprised.
talking.
I mean,
I was gonna
Stop
say,
talking.
I've been to Boston. Wasn't shocked by what happened.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Some asshole fans up there.
No,
and
don't make it right.
And you know what?
Don't make it right.
No,
they're
they're some asshole fans.
Yeah.
And I like the fact the game was standing O.
Yeah.
The next day, that was well deserved and well appreciated. But still, that should never happen.
No.
And if that was happening in Philly, it'd just be like it's just another black eye. Philly people are awful.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that, brother.
I mean, there's kids around, like you said, you don't know what was said, but it's just like, you're there. Somebody's got to say something. Yeah, exactly.
Someone's got to say something.
Somebody's got to say something.
Someone's got to say
Come
something.
on, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's disgraceful, no doubt about it.
To your guys' earlier point with the Pirates' whole offense being down, specifically Andrew McCutchen, yeah, he's only 30 years old. He's batting .218 this season, 5 homers, 15 RBIs, a .298 on-base percentage, and a .698 OPS.
He's struggling bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
5 jacks.
I had to sit him in my fantasy league.
5 jacks out of probably 10 hits, because if you're hitting .218, he ain't got more than 14 hits. Half of them are homers.
Oh, they should have pulled the trigger when they could have. There was talks this offseason, them pulling the trigger on McCutchen. They should have did it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they would have got, high value. They would have got a couple of years for him, obviously. But now your hands are tied. At this point, there's nothing you can do with them. You're batting .218, 5 homers. The name doesn't matter. Your numbers matter. And you see a guy that's 30 years old shouldn't be trending down that much. Maybe at 32. But in this game with baseball, guys are hitting the 38, 39 anymore. So, listen, maybe he's in a bad funk and he can break out and still play for a couple of years. But he's struggling.
Baseball prime's 26 to 32. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So he should be right in the middle.
Should be.
Team-wise, you're looking at Blue Jays, Rangers, Royals.
Yeah.
San Fran.
Yeah.
We
already touched on that, absolutely. The Mets have dealt with the whole staff injury.
Mets have a lot of injuries.
So
I like it. They have a lot of injuries.
You tie that in, though.
Just to where they were picked.
You tie that in.
Obviously, I understand that.
Phillies.
Down.
Tough week.
Real tough week.
Real tough week. The worst is we take a 6-game road trip. We go 1-5 on it, and we're in the lead every game. Come on, dude.
It's tough. Tough to swallow.
Let's go. We got to get this bullpen right.
Down. Texas has to be down, too, Sweepsy.
Texas struggling.
Blue Jays, Rangers.
Yeah, okay.
Texas struggling. Cole out 4-6. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that makes matters
To a
worse.
staff that was already atrocious.
Yeah, to a staff that's bad, yeah.
So who are we going up? Are we going Cincy still? I mean, they won 5 in a row.
Well, the Nats are hitting ungodly.
The Nats.
Well, obviously
the Nats have like 4 guys hitting 400. It's ridiculous.
The Rockies,
it would be the
Reds.
Yankees. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to count surprises, it's D-backs, Rockies,
Yanks,
stuff like that. Yanks. I mean, pat away, bro.
Reds.
I still think they come back to earth just because of the pitching. But I mean, you picked them, buddy. So I mean, and they're fun to watch if you're a Yankee fan. I mean, not for we don't really care.
Judge been crushing, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's a big boy too.
I've heard some.
He is a big boy. People talking about steroids. Dude, 6'8", 260. Dude's huge, man.
282.
Save that shit.
282.
Yeah,
huge, dude.
I
got 2 points for people to save that shit.
And he's always hit.
Steroid
always
talk.
Been big, always hit.
Steroid talk, he's 6'7", so save that shit. And then save any of the Trout stuff comparison, please. I mean, he's more of like and you're saying
Giancarlo.
He's more like a Giancarlo. Yeah, exactly.
He's not a Trout. He's Giancarlo.
The guy's the best player in the world. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like he's hot right now, and he's a great start to his career. And
Trout, you got to remember that Trout's hitting 355.
Yeah,
a little banged up, though, I think. He's missed 3 last 4.
Same
thing with Harper. Both of them a little
hammy,
banged up. Yeah.
A little tight hammy.
I think the same thing. Both hammy.
Yeah.
Seeing Judge stand up next to teammate Ronald
Yeah.
Torres,
Did you
it's
see
like
the face swap?
it's absolutely. Oh, it's fine as hell.
Great, so he did the face swap.
Look like a little
Scary.
kid. He's running around with the base pass.
Well, Judge is bigger than 1,582 NFL players that at least played 1 snap last year.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
He's a big boy.
It's
big
amazing.
boy.
It's amazing. It's an amazing fact right there. So trending up in the NL. If we're just going NL, obviously Washington, Cincinnati even lead that division. has to have them trending up with that division there. So
I can't believe it.
And Colorado. I mean,
I didn't think they had any
smelled
pitching.
Colorado 20-12 off to the start there off too, and 11-5 on the road, boys. Forget at home. They're 11-5 on the road. They're only 9. They're 9-7 at home, 11-5 on the road. The Rockies.
Don't try to skip over the Rockies. We said they were going to stick. All right? It's 30 games in, all right, but we did. Roll the tape. And you like the Diamondbacks,
and I like the O's, and I like the O's.
Oh yeah.
I was big on the O train. So were you.
We
rode up.
I was a Blue Jay guy, so hey.
All right, okay.
Egg yolk. Paris Hilton face right now.
Hey, we were all Cubs guys too.
I can't control it.
We were all Cubs guys too.
Listen,
so I went Cards. I'm sorry, I went Cards. Remember, I got cute.
I don't like to get into them because as a Cards guy, people think I'm a hater. But there's trouble. There's trouble on the south side. There's trouble on the south side.
There is.
They got a 5 ERA from their starters. They got a 5 ERA from their starters. Their bullpen is absolutely cheeks McGeeks. You know what I mean? Besides, if you can get to Wade, then you're good.
Cheeks
right?
McGeeks.
And besides Rizzo and Brian, nobody scares me. I mean, Schwarber does what he does.
Schwarber's struggling.
I like Addison a little bit, but
I like Addison too. But
what I tell Doug before at the end of one day, watch out for this staff to struggle because they threw a ton of innings last year, and that matters, especially for an older staff like they are. That matters. Them innings they put on late in the season, extra innings.
For me, it wasn't even about that. I mean, that's a great point. But for me, it was 1 year. That's a 1 year thing with Hendricks. Like there was people talking about there was Maddox comparisons last year.
Right.
I understand you had a sub-2 ERA. Godspeed. Great job. You threw the baseball good. Stop with the comparisons.
Right.
The guy did it for 20 seasons. You know what I mean? And Arrieta made great adjustments. There was a reason why he ended up on a couple teams.
Sure.
He made those adjustments. He was ungodly from the Hamels no-hitter on, right? But then he came back. He's back to earth. Lester has never impressed me. In the postseason, yes. If you can't hold runners, you're a crumb. You're a crumb from the left side. If you can't figure out how to pick guys off, I think he's crummy. And Lackey's 1,000 years old. Come on.
Horse-faced Lack?
Yeah.
Horse-faced Lack?
I agree with everything you said.
I think he ran the Derby on
and what's funny is Rob's a proof to the pudding here that I said this before the season even started, that I can't trust Arrieta in the Cubs staff just because there's a ton of innings. The wear and tear, Arrieta's been trending down. That second half of last year, he struggled. Now, he picked up a little bit in the playoffs, no question about it. But he struggled the second half of last year. You saw a little chink in the armor, like Sweep said. You saw it. Now, a couple guys chimed in. Sean Speedman said Jason Worth's second bomb today was a longer trot and bat flip than Machado. And Chris Kelly says
was it a longer trot?
He is correct.
I can't believe that.
And I want to say 4+. Helton threw inside on him. It was way worse than Machado. I was waiting for him to give the finger to the fans around the bases. Lenny Robinson, Pat, always trending up.
I mean, Schmitty said it. Schmitty said, listen, you got to make people uncomfortable. If you're just going to, if a hitter has no fear, of an inside fastball, you don't have to hit a guy in the head. You don't have to do that. You have to establish the inner half of the plate, right? So you can set yourself up away. I mean, it's just, or
otherwise
you're
getting smoked.
Come on. And Crooker called that first homer. It was so funny. Oh man, Smitty was like, "Oh my God, you suck!" He was just talking about the wind. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta hit it towards right center, and it'll blow out." And at worst, he took a swing the next pitch. Smitty goes, "Damn, you just called that." Oh, it's crazy.
I like Schmidt and Crocker.
Yeah, that's
it's phenomenal.
It's a good booth.
Yeah, good booth.
Good booth on Sundays.
A lot better than it was. Lenny said about Lester got the yips. Yeah, no question about that.
Yeah, he does.
He's yipped up.
Yeah. Yep. Like Knobloch throwing the first. All yipped up.
Yeah, so that's who's going. That's who's trending up. That's who's trending down. That's players trending up and players trending down. And let's talk a little O's Nats, which is a great series coming up. Baltimore 20-10. We know how well they play. They've won their last 4 games. 11-3 at home, which is a great start at home.
Yeah.
9-7 on the road, so playing over 500 on the road.
They always play well in the
21-10.
yards. Yeah, they always play well in Camden Yards, yeah.
And you
Nats
got
are 21-10.
And the Nats are 21-10, 9-6 at home, and they're playing 12-4 on the road, which is a great clip on the road.
They're
I mean,
5-1 against the Phillies.
That helps. That helps. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, now we have to finally play the rest of the league now.
They got some. I was going to say they got some problems. They got some problems on the back end. They're swinging like Willie said. They're absolutely out of their minds offensively right now, but they got some problems on the back end.
Their bullpen stinks like ours.
And they're going to feel the loss.
When you see Matt Albert's out there, you're just like, you're salivating, baby.
Right.
I mean,
right.
But we hanging that. Attaboy, Aaron.
We knew that. We knew that weakness, though, but they shored up a weakness they had in center field up the middle by getting Adam Eaton, and now he's done for the year. That loss is going to add up. I mean, you're not going to feel it right off the bat, but Michael Taylor is no Adam Eaton.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dusty's still trying to figure it out.
Michael Taylor's no Adam Eaton, but the what's it called has to. Can Ryan Zimmerman keep this up? So I want to know. Can Ryan Zimmerman stay healthy? Because Ryan Zimmerman can always hit.
Yeah.
Always hurt.
He was a professional hitter.
And you stick him between Harper and Murphy. Shit, you better hit. You're going to get pitches.
Yeah.
Yep. Can Harper stay healthy?
Yeah.
I mean, that's another guy. Can Harper be healthy?
He's been healthy for 2 years now, basically.
Okay, he's not healthy right this second.
Banged up at the moment.
Okay, I'm just it's a good question.
I know. Well, listen.
He's been banged up before.
He's our best player.
I know.
If he's not healthy, they're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You talk about Zimmerman. There's 2 guys on that roster that need to stay healthy. Zimmerman needs to stay healthy too. They haven't won shit. So I mean, they can talk about all the rings in spring training like last year. All they want. They can win 100 games if they want. They haven't got over the hump. Plain and simple. After year 1, when they shut Strasburg down and didn't want the innings limit, that was the year that they were hot and they could have went somewhere. That comes back to bite you in the ass, and it's bit them in the ass every year since, because that was the year they were going to make a run. That rookie year of Strasburg, second year. Wasn't it the second? Because he got hurt.
It was his third year, technically.
Third year.
He missed a year for.
Yeah, so they had him on the innings limit, and he was on fire, man. And he was lights out. That team was lights out, and they decided to shut him down during the playoffs.
Cards got him.
Right? They shut him down during the playoffs, and guess what happens?
Right.
Well, you're giving up a game. Here you go.
What happens is every year you make the playoffs, you lose in the divisional series.
Yeah, that's
every
a problem.
time they've done it. It's been 4 times now.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's what Dusty does, too. So they hired the wrong guy.
That is what he does.
They hired the wrong guy if they were looking for a change.
Dusty knows a lot about losing in the division round.
Yeah, he will.
Big fan.
That's a regular season toothpick, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a postseason toothpick.
You know who else is trending upward? Always had the talent. I suffered a couple injuries. Never really put it together. This year looks like he is Dylan Bundy. Pitching well for Baltimore.
Sitting there, too. I could have took him. Son of a biscuit. I think he was eligible as a relief pitcher, too.
You guys remember this? Lenny saying Zimmerman, Wright, and both Upton's all on the same AAU team. Remember that? It's crazy.
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah, that's a fun AAU team.
Oh, Norfolk.
Sure, that coach had a great career.
Out of Virginia.
Sure, that coach won a couple tournaments. Where's the trophy? I'm sure he got a couple first-place ones.
Yeah, he didn't have to do much.
Yeah, why not? So the first game in that series is Gaussman versus Gonzalez. So you give the edge to Washington on that one. Now, depending on if Harper plays or how long they are cautionary with his little banged up injury right now.
Gio's been good this year.
Yeah. Gaussman's been terrible.
Been good. Yep.
Gave up like 7 walks.
Gaussman's been terrible.
Yeah, he's got like an 80 ERA, right?
Wow.
Got it 7.55, 1-3, 20 Ks. Thanks for playing. Thanks for showing up.
He's the opening day starter. That's why Will
needs to get rid of the shades. He needs to get rid of the freaking shades he wears. Maybe it would be a little better. Atrocious. Come on.
So where do they open? They open at Baltimore first?
I believe.
Boog's Barbecue.
Let me confirm it. I got it right here. They are at Baltimore. So 2 in Baltimore.
Then 2 in Washington. Okay.
2.
I think Washington wins 3 or 4. I just think they're a better team.
Now, long term.
And they have Scherzer, who's going to go. Bundy pitched today, I think, or yesterday, so they might not see Bundy.
I got you right here on who we're seeing, who they're saying. So they'll get
Wade Miley left early.
It'll be Scherzer, Jimenez in game 2.
Wade Miley.
All right, and then
he left early the other day, like 3 batters in. He got hit by a ball twice.
Yeah, did you see that? Hit twice. After the second one, he shook his head like shit.
It was like 3 batters in, and he waved the ball. He got drilled right in the knee.
Yeah,
you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, like 3 batters in, like son of a bitch.
You gotta put that commentary to it with the soccer player. It'll be perfect. Let's do it. It's coming out soon.
Then you get Miley.
I knew it.
Strasburg.
He's fresh.
When they go to Washington. All right.
I knew he was fresh.
And then the last game, that's all to be determined, that last starter for game 4 of that series.
Yeah.
All right, so edge of right now, pitching-wise, goes to the Nats. But
I figured they had Gio Scherz and what's called coming up, so.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Now that Thompson's up, now long term, I know your feelings on it, but have you seen enough of Vince? Not to make him a closer, just a little demotion. Hey, maybe pitch in the 7th inning or something, 6th, 7th inning, and say I'm just saying, big fella, man. I'm waiting for him to break sides.
I know. I like
it was one 15K game and maybe another game, buddy.
I
like the guy though. He pitched well today till he lets up 4 in the 6th.
It's the same story.
Yesterday, yeah.
When does that get old? It's the same story.
I know. Well, can he get over the hump? He's still a young guy.
Oh, well, I don't know how long we let the hump get over. Our back of the bullpen's atrocious. You could use a guy back there who can flat out pump it for an inning. Okay, you could use him. You got so many kids that can throw. You got so many starters. I need Thompson to start. I need to give Jake Thompson an opportunity to be a starter on this baseball team and go from there.
I agree.
Okay, Eflin showed you that he can pitch at this level. Okay, he showed you.
I like Zach Eflin.
A lot. Yeah. And you know what Eichhoff brings? Okay, Noel's an unknown. Okay,
Noel needs to get his shit together.
Right, but what I'm saying is Velasquez can help the back end of this bullpen dramatically and help this team win more games. How many games are we going to blow late? How many?
A lot.
How long can you deal with it before you see a guy? Yeah. Like, how does Pete McCannon and Bo and all these guys sit in a room and not see the same thing we see? I just would love to know.
There's guys that are starters and they can't adjust to being a reliever. They don't have the mentality for it, so it's easier. Like they're not stupid. I mean, they are seeing it. I mean, they're seeing what we're seeing, and it's just sometimes it's harder to pull the trigger on things. So that's why I just throw it out to my two boys right there just to see. There's an issue there. He's struggling here. There's an issue over here. So A plus B sometimes equals C.
Yeah, except for the Phillies.
Let's take a shot.
Except for the Phillies.
Once again, we always talk about shaking things up.
A and B equals A again.
Let's just shake things up.
Because they're assholes. A and B equals A again. They're freaking problems.
See what works.
I'm so sick and tired of it. Listen, it's insanity. When you watch the same thing over and over again, it's a definition of insanity when you do the same thing over and over again. So you see the guy get through 5, and as soon as that third time through the run-up, the guy gets raked and shelled. That's all I need to goddamn know that he's not a starter ever. Ever. And you can give him more time and say he's young, this, that, and the third. It's his second year in the big leagues, and it's the same story. And he was a starter.
He's pitched for 13 months in the big leagues.
Oh, that's a body of work, Brian. That's a body of goddamn work. Okay, Mr. Apologist again.
I'm not
Here
apologist.
he is. Put Vinny on your lap and tell him everything will be okay. Post a vacation at Major League Baseball.
Give me your second
right
place
here.
fucking trophy.
Post a vacation at Major League Baseball right here.
Should have thrown that second place trophy in the lake.
Yeah, dude, run an 8-year-old. I'm going to throw trophies in lakes.
Yeah, I would have.
You're a freaking problem.
You're a problem.
No, you're
a big
you're
problem.
an ass.
You're a big problem.
Okay? Lenny chime in. Same team also had big third base. Okay, so let me see. Sean Spiel and Nats and Caps, great regular season teams, both choke like a rookie hooker in the playoffs. Rookie hookers are. They'll choke it.
Uh-huh.
Trying to get their clientele up.
Pay her at the end. Maybe you can get away.
Lenny goes, just let Uncle Pat handle everything. Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. Let Uncle Pat be your closer then. Right? I mean, somebody else. Give me somebody else. I mean, we've seen Neris. Maybe Neris can't handle it.
Neris looked good today.
Yeah, good.
But again, it wasn't with a lead, though.
Yeah.
So.
True.
The game was tied.
You need him with a lead. You need to see what guys can do with a lead in the 9th. It's a different animal like we talked about.
He hasn't looked great as a closer. It's crazy.
Animal.
Some guys can't do it.
Yeah, I'm just tired of the guy starting, dude. I think it's time to make the move.
I understand you're tired of him
There's
starting.
so many arms. There's so many kids. When are you going to give them the opportunity to pitch at the big league level? When are we going to keep these kids on their teeth and say, it will be okay one day? One day you'll pitch at the big league level. One day we'll keep it AAA freaking forever so you can be like guys that walk around the city and talk about how minor league teams might win championships. Nobody gives a rat's ass. I care about winning up at the big-time level.
Does that matter, Aki?
Yeah. All right?
Yeah,
but no, we've argued this.
No one
I don't care.
No,
I don't care.
No one
bring
cares.
them all up and let's go. Now, he's in agreement. Bring them all up and let's go. Like, when's Rise Hoskins going to get a shot? The guy's hitting the cover off the ball down there. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got.
Not until September.
But that's the problem. It's always September. And then with the guys who should get called up won't get called up. Come on, dude.
I don't know if Crawford should get called up.
Call him up right now. Okay, I don't care if Freddie Galvin's on base, but then it stinks.
255 with 20 RBIs.
All right. We'll put him at third.
J.P. Crawford can't do shit. He ain't hitting at all.
Yeah, I see.
He wouldn't hit whatever if I was a fucking boat right now.
Well, when are you going to find out? When are you going to find out?
I think I found out. He stinks.
Okay, stinks, dude. You got to see a
hit-
guy at the
can't hit
big
good
league
pitching.
level. Some guys
Can't
crush
hit big pitching.
Okay, some guys crush it in AAA to come to the big show. They can't hit. Some guys struggle down there, even though the top prospects get their call up, light turns on, boom, and they go to work. You don't know until you see them at the big league level. You don't know.
I agree. No, I agree.
You've never,
I agree with you.
Yeah, thank you. We're back. I'll just yell louder
I know.
until you agree with me.
That's fine.
That's how the game works.
I already got louder. I got more octaves. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Listen,
I know you don't know what you have,
listen,
but
both-
I'm not ready to take Galvis out of the line. Are you that down, Galvis?
When am I up on him? I'll wait for that story.
I'm telling you, he's a Gold Glove caliber shortstop,
Jesus
and he's
freaking
got
Christ.
20 RBIs right now.
Okay.
What do we?
I'm just, dude, you got the number one prospect in your organization. Needs to play the big league level. We're not going to win, so why do you care about
Start fucking hitting it
RBI?
and then maybe we'll bring
Why do
him
you
up.
care about a guy hitting RBIs on a bad baseball team when your number one prospect hasn't gotten a chance at the big league level? Why are you worried about that? Taking it out of your lineup. Why are you concerned over that? Really, what concerns you? We might lose. We might go 0-7 on the road trip. Oh well, compared to 1-6. Come on, Wills. Wake the hell up.
Both are valid points, but you
No,
also got to be
this
concerned.
is valid.
You also have to be concerned.
Invalid. Sorry.
You also have to be concerned that he's never hit at any level.
Yeah.
I mean, not even in a backyard
He hasn't
barbecue.
hit, dude.
Not even in a backyard
Dude can't
barbecue.
hit.
I mean, it's a
Can't
little
hit.
alarming.
I'm
You know
not
what I mean?
listening. I'm not an
can't hit.
apologist
I
for
know
him.
what you're saying.
third son
maybe
can't
the light
hit.
goes on. I don't know.
Listen,
but-
far from that, dude. I'm saying that when you're my number one prospect, I need to see the big league level. If you fail here, then you fail here. It's that simple. I can't
You also have to
nurse
ask yourself,
you.
Who's making these rankings? I mean, because if you're not hitting, how do you get?
How's he ranked that high?
I'm
Dude
not
can't
saying
hit.
that.
How's he ranked that high?
I'm just saying,
I
you
think
did
he's
make
ranked
the
200th, in my opinion. Reese Hoskins, way better prospect than him, in my opinion. Reese Hoskins tearing the cover off the ball
But-
for 2 years now.
Things change, Wells. Things change in this game. We talk about prospects, you know? You're pulling it back in.
Shit done
Pulling it back in a little bit.
It done changed
We
already.
talked about this, that like your top couple prospects in your organization might not be the guys who want to be the best players, in 3 years from now. It's just guys develop differently. Some guys find the light switch, it turns on, they go to work. Some guys can never figure it out. And maybe Crawford, to your point, maybe he's a guy who will never figure it out.
Does he do it? No.
I don't know.
Does he do it on the other side? Is he an Ozzie Smith type?
He does pick. I mean, there's no. I don't think anybody's
know that.
question.
I don't know enough about it.
I
to
know
say,
he's
is he an Ozzie Smith
supposedly
guy?
a very good
where
defender.
Buxton
Yeah.
goes and gets it.
Yeah.
He's one-dimensional right now, but it's pretty spectacular one-dimensional. The other dimension is awful. But he's doing enough on that dimension that
Then they're gonna
to
keep
help
him.
him
They're
out.
gonna
You know what I
keep
mean?
him.
And
They're
if you're
still
Ozzie
benching
Smith,
once a week.
Ozzie Smith, Gary Templeton type. Not
It's the
comparing
same thing
two.
with Freddie,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Ozzie. I didn't want to put them two in there. I'm just talking about spectacular fielders early on.
Well, that's
I mean,
Freddie.
Ozzie couldn't throw it up out of his hand. Until the last.
Right though.
The last
Isn't that
whatever,
Freddie,
7
though?
years or something.
That's
they started
Freddie.
to figure it out a little bit.
Great glove, right? Great glove. Can't hit enough.
Ray
That's
Ordonez.
Freddie. I mean, that's Freddie Galvis to a T. Freddie Galvis to a T is a guy who's an on-base percentage under 300 at the big league level, doesn't win, period. And I don't care how great you got hands. You could have hands for years. I don't give a shit. You got to be able to. You got to be able to have an on-base
Shortstops that
percentage.
drop 20 bombs don't grow on trees, though.
Listen, 20 bombs are irrelevant when on-base percentage under 300. It's terrible. For a speed guy,
He has a bad top of the lineup. I don't give a fuck.
I give a lot of fucks about it because it gets
I care
tiresome
about
too.
knocking in runs.
Come on, dude. You guys, now you care about a guy at the bottom of your lineup that you just said you don't care about his on-base percentage.
How's
at the
he hit
bottom.
with runner in score position? Last year he hit well.
Bro, I need a guy to be able to turn over a lineup. You understand this? I need a guy in innings to not be an automatic out and on base percentage under 300 when you know if a
Hit for
pitcher's
a team's on base percentage under 300.
that's fine. But this guy's on base percentage has been under 300 forever.
I know. I'm well aware.
The other guys,
Crawford's at under 300 in AAA.
well, we could do it all day. But until you see the kid at the big league level and give him an opportunity, it's all speculation. It just is.
Well, I'm speculating that he stinks.
Maybe he does, but I got to see him. And I got to see my eyes at the big league level tell me that he stinks. That's all. Quit.
Go with Mataraki and watch a game.
Because that's not going to tell me enough. The guy's bored down there, obviously.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's bored.
I'm making excuses.
He better be bored.
Sure, you are.
He better be bored.
I know
You bet 208.
listen,
You bet
I
you're
know
bored.
I know you want him to be so great. I know you do, and that's understandable.
Oh, I don't
I
care.
mean, I'm just saying. Like,
No, honestly, I don't give
No,
a
no,
rat's
I know.
ass
I'm
if he
just
is or
saying.
isn't.
I'm just
But we need him to be.
That's a lie.
We need him
His
to be.
nose just grew
It's
a
getting
ton.
Come on, dude. Grow the hell up.
That's a
You
lot.
don't need him to be good for this baseball team.
I would love him to be
getting
good.
bad.
but
Come
I'm
on,
saying
then.
You've been calling him good for 3 years. That's why you're hoping he's going to be good. I know how you
He
work.
better be. He better be.
I know.
It's not about me saying he's going to be good. He needs to be good. So a lot of it's hope A lot of my comments are hope-based, right? More than factual. I know he's struggling. We
got high hopes.
My devil's advocate to that is bring him up to the big league level, and if he struggles here, then you find out what you have and you move on.
Listen, I'm okay with getting rid of Freddie Galvis and bringing him up, but then he better play every day then.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point.
Just for a shakeup. It doesn't even have to be Crawford, because obviously he doesn't deserve anything. But how about Scotty Jetpacks? Now, I'm not saying take out Caesar. I'm saying move him around, right? Because Franco's starting to annoy the shit out of me too. That slug.
He can't move side to side.
And that's when you start to make the transition of over there, slug boy. All right, you get a game over there.
I'm tired of
you get a game on the bench.
Well, guess
and
what?
you get a game over there.
Guess what? Howie Kendrick will be back in a week.
Now you move some guys around.
He'll be splitting time at first.
You know what I mean? You get Jetpacks over there. You see if
you
see if Caesar can play a little bit short, not at a level.
He can
play a little short.
He can.
I love Scott Kingery.
Hey, I love everything you just said.
Now and then Freddie can play a little bit of third. You know,
I completely agree with everything you said, because that fits.
You know what I mean?
That puzzle fits. To your point, that puzzle completely fits. That's a great comment, because Caesar can play all three, actually. Second, short, and third. He could, okay? And the Freddie, all three, right? And Franco can play first. And then you give Scotty Jets a little time at second, a little time here, whatever.
He's only a
because
they're not gonna bring him up.
listen,
I know.
should.
No, I seen Tommy Joseph.
They can fight out here.
I seen Tommy Joseph, right? 26-year-old.
You see enough?
Yeah, Bryce Hoskins. I mean, you hit that much at any level. I like Tommy Joseph. Listen, I like his defense at first. All that's well and good. But at the end of the day, he doesn't seem consistent enough for me.
He looks like a battle off the bench type of guy for me.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
He looks like he's 62 anyway, with all due respect. He looks like Greg Oden, but,
What's it
a
called?
white guy.
What's it called?
Like 370
Yeah.
power alleys.
What's it called?
I mean, he's worse than
Give
that.
it up.
Yeah,
Ben Davis looks younger than him.
Yeah, he does. He does. Ben Davis looks great, by the way. He looked great, Ben.
Oh, man, you would blow
Great.
him, wouldn't you?
What'd you say? Our butter?
Somebody's choking like a rookie hooker.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, man. What kind of gel is that, Ben?
You put it down there, too?
That's some of Tom's own dressing right there.
Ben doesn't seem like a guy who would gel his own pubes, too, right? I mean, Ben's pubes are probably real gelled up. Slick back.
Like a bonsai tray.
Cute.
You don't want to be picking through your pumpkin patch on a Sunday afternoon.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. Where the hell were we?
Hey,
but
all we're asking for is change. Some kind of change.
Something's got to happen.
That's all.
Something does have to happen. I totally agree.
You know,
shake some shit up. We're not playing good ball.
Because just like you do it, just like you talk about at the high school level, the collegiate level, whoever's in the building, take a shot. Whatever's in the building, and when MLB has rules and stuff, that's fine. 25 men, but it's time. There's times when you got to shake things up. That's all.
And this is the time. This is the time. I mean, you got to get. There's so many kids down there. The only way you're going to be able to decipher through on who can play at the next level is by giving them a chance at the next level, right? Hold on, real simple, right? The only way you're going to decipher through it is by seeing kids play at the big league level. That's the only way you're going to know. Because, listen, Tommy Joseph 2 years ago, when he moved to first and was hitting down in AAA, what are we saying? Oh, wow, Tommy's hitting. Now he's back to being that prospect he was before the concussions, right? You see him at the big league level. Now you see sort of some of the struggle. Now you want to see the adjustment level now, the adjustment process. Can he adjust from the struggles and get better, right? That's what you look for now. So now you can decipher through it. If he can't make adjustment in a month or two, you found out who Tommy Joseph is. And now you got to give somebody else an opportunity to decipher through. Can Rice Hoskins play at the next level? It's the only way, dude. They got so much goddamn money. They don't need to be cute with any of this.
Nick Williams, right?
Yeah.
At some point, he needs to come up and play.
You take a picture of her on Instagram. She's a good
Because if Nick Williams has about a 2-year window here of a chance to play, because Mickey Moniak's coming.
No, that probably
he's coming.
And he's hitting right now.
I know.
So's Randolph, by the way, too, FYI.
You guys just answered.
Okay. Here we go.
You guys just answered the question. Why Williams is struggling?
That's
why Williams is struggling, because he's got a smoky. He's got a smoky.
She's a good time.
He's got no time for baseball.
Nah, zero. A lot of kissing in Clearwater Beach. You know what I mean?
like that.
He's a head deep. I know. That's what I'm saying. You're too young, buddy. It's all over.
Somebody get on her out there.
Yeah, but he's hitting.
Somebody get on her.
I feel like he's hitting down there. Is he not hitting?
Is he? Okay.
I don't know. I can find out if he's hitting or not.
I'm sure.
But I know Moniak's been hitting. Randolph's been hitting a little bit. So that's good to see.
Moniak's going to hit.
2 top picks. You need them guys to hit. Because if Crawford don't hit, you need somebody to. Who we want to see?
Yeah.
Nick Williams. See what he's hitting here. Down there.
Let's go. I'll give you guys an MLB update while we're doing that.
Yeah, shoot it.
Oh, I'm going to shoot it.
Are you going to shoot it? Okay.
1-1 top 6.
Shoot away, Daddy. Nicky's batting 270 right now. He's not struggling. 2 homers, 8 ribbies, 3 stolen bases. I mean,
it's kind of a struggle.
I mean, it's not terrible.
2 homers, 8 ribbies. Okay, I don't know where you're at. Where that's okay.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Double header?
No, but his numbers are up. His batting average is up from last year where he batted 258 in AAA. Now he's up to 270. His on-base percentage is now 320 compared to 287
2
last
homers,
year.
8 ribbies, though. What's
I'm
going
just
on?
saying.
Look at Reese Hoskins right now.
Dude, I'm just talking about he's going up. He's trending upwards in his average, his on-base percentage. So all I'm making a point is he's not struggling.
Now, since
That's it.
You seem to be a big
2
on-base
homers,
guy.
8 RBIs is not a
be a
struggle
big
to you?
on-base guy.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm just reading through his numbers.
But you were big when you were all
I
over
need guys to get on
Gallows.
base, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But are you scoring runs? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want
gotta
to see.
score
Like,
runs.
You can be on base all you day.
Hitting with runners in
scoring
score
runs,
position.
You know, yeah. You getting 2-out hits or stuff like that. You know, it goes a little deeper. But are you scoring? Can you score 100 runs for us too? You know, create a little havoc when you get on base, not just occupy.
The guy's got some speed.
It's RHYS, that's why.
The guy's got some speed. I mean, he can do some things. But again, we don't know until the next level. You know what I mean? Like, you see some progression is all I was talking about. Like, yeah, I don't want a power hitter walking all the time. You know what I mean? To help his on-base percentage.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I'm
but you know, when I see that go upwards from a guy who was 270 on-base percentage up to 320, that's progression. That's
7
all.
homers, 16 ribbies right now for Reese.
Yeah, 326 and an on-base of 419 and an OPS of over 1,000. So, real nice. And in 105 at-bats, only 16 strikeouts. I'm okay with that rate for a guy who has 7 bombs. You're expecting guys to strike out a little bit. That's not a bad ratio, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I just
Sometimes you got to do some notes when you're talking about AAA guys. I'm sorry, I'm not at the park every day.
I just never been an on-base.
I'm not going to lie to the people.
You know, I just never been an on-base percentage guy. Like, I know it's a stat.
He
and
claims
all that
no
stuff.
notes. He's got a computer all the time. Come on.
Yeah,
With what?
Everyone can see it.
With what? Rise
Baseball
Hoskins
stats.
Yeah, I just the on-base thing to me is it's just that's more like Brian Kennedy. That's all those stat mongers, Moneyball shit to me. That don't matter to me, man. I want my guys driving in runs.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
absolutely.
Doubles. I look for high doubles. Right, because now I want my guys that I want
young guys
high
doubles
guys
turn
that
to
are
homers.
Yeah, exactly. And I want guys that are instant offense. And instant offense comes from can you leave the yard? All right, can you drive the baseball and put yourself in scoring position? Can you swipe a bag or one or two? All right, can you score some runs? You know, can you
how do you hit run in score position?
Yeah, are you
shit like that? Yeah, that's what I want to know. I don't care if you.
Depending on where you're at in the lineup too.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're at in my lineup too, though. That also matters. Where you're at in the lineup. Right? I mean, I don't need my leadoff hitter, but with an on base of 270.
No, absolutely.
That's not going to get done.
But
So it all depends on where you're at. My 3, 4, 5 guys, I don't need all that. I need power and guys who drive in runs. But the rest of my lineup, I need guys who get on base so them guys can drive in them runs. So if I got my first 2 guys and their on base percentages are 260 a pop, well, guess what? My 3, 4, 5.
What if that guy's scoring 100 runs?
Well, then what's he hitting? There's no way he's hitting 300.
I know.
If you're only getting on base 26% of the time, I guarantee you're not batting 300 because you're not walking at all then. Then you have 0 plate discipline.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying score 100 runs, not hitting. I'm with
well,
you
the only way
average. I mean, I understand that it might not be
I
don't know.
I don't care.
It just depends on where you're at.
Average,
average
is so overrated to me. I don't care about average.
No, on base.
I care about knocking in runs. I care about slugging.
Slugging matters too, but it depends where you're at in the lineup, boys. You know, you're 1 or 2. I don't need I look more to the on base percentage, your average, your walk ratio, your strikeout ratio. I need guys who handle the bat well at the top of my lineup.
A guy that bats first needs to take pitches, needs to work counts, needs to have a good on base percentage. Everyone after that, I need you knocking in runs.
Yeah, I mean, and that leadoff guy, there's other addendums.
Table setter.
There's other addendums that go with that. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, that guy needs to, you want that guy to steal some bases and score runs too. You know what I mean? Like, not just, take a 4-pitch walk and then drop an anchor while the next 3 guys fly out. You know what I mean? Like that guy.
It all depends on the situation.
That guy's got to be productive.
Like what was Barrel's situation? Barrel
would be self-productive.
Remember Barrel back in the day? Barrel back in the day had great on base percentage,
Took
right?
a lot of walks.
But guess what? In your 5-hole, when he had to be your 4-hole guy, we had no time for that. he was in the wrong spot for that. But when talent got around him,
he was
right. You know what I'm saying?
He was 30 and 100, man. This whole
he
city
marked down ever.
This whole city would blow a guy right now. If their left fielder was 30 and 100.
But
I'm just saying.
But he took a lot of
the
criticism.
whole city did blow barrel.
He took a lot of he took a lot of criticism for having. He took a lot of criticism for having. For being a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
But his plate discipline
and
was
he
great.
hit 220, and after he got paid, but it was still 30 and 100 when he was 220.
Yeah.
But like Willie said, why do we need him to hit 280? He hit 30 and 100.
No, and guess what? But when he was lower in that lineup, when he was lower in the lineup, and didn't have to be air quotes the guy anymore, that plate discipline, that 25 to 30 homers were gigantic. You make sense? So like, it just depends on what spot you are. Like, you know what I mean? Some guys aren't built to be 4-hole guys and surround a baseball team with that guy.
I just think that we're on different paths here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
Everybody has different feelings on how they would build a team or run a team. You know what I mean? So
it's no worries.
There's no exact answer.
No, but I agree though. I agree with. I want guys double guys.
You need a mixture.
I want guys who hit balls in the gap. I want guys who have a lot of doubles. Them guys win games. Guys trade bases, all that. I don't need a guy with great plate discipline. But I also don't want a guy who has an on base at 250.
I don't want 3 singles. You know what I mean? It's hard to get 3 hits in a row. You know what I mean? So I if the guys are driving the baseball, right, I can score on 2 hits.
I want
guys walk in a double. I can drive.
I want guys score. I want guys coming up with men on second and getting a base hit.
I agree. Let's get to the question. We got 9 minutes left.
Clutch meter.
We got 9 minutes left.
Seriously, we flew.
We'll have Robbie.
9 minutes.
We'll hit a mark. Yeah.
We're extenders.
I hit marks.
It'll be tough.
Fill out the extension paper right here. Rob, don't rush yourself.
We got the extension.
Fill it out right here. It's filled out. The papers are filled out. Gibson Mayer. We got an extension right here.
You have to bear with me for just a minute.
Oh, see, now I'll put you under the gun.
Oh, Jesus.
8 minutes and 20 seconds left.
All right. 8:10.
Clear.
Well, you guys already covered your 3 up and 3 down in Major League Baseball. So sticking with baseball, tell the people what your favorite stadium is, including any backstory. Maybe we might have to leave out the backstory.
I'm only going to go by ones I've been to, obviously. I mean, I like our stadium, but I liked Minute Maid Park in Houston. I was there. It was nice. It had like the whole train thing up top and everything was really cool. And that's when they had the hill still in center. And I remember thinking that was really cool.
Was it Enron when you were there?
It was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they did well.
Enron Field. That's when they still had the pole in center too. If you remember.
Yeah. Heads up.
The pole went
Watch
with Enron.
The pole.
I'll go Camden Yards just to not go.
I love Camden Yards.
Love
Camden Yards.
The old school where everybody built their stadiums off of that idea.
Fantastic.
Oh my God!
I mean,
half the time I've been to Camden Yards 4 times, twice. I don't think I've ever sat down. I was just walking around.
Yeah,
walking around.
Kids walking around sampling food.
I was always biased to the vet. You know, you got to play there as a
junior
and senior. You know, so it was, it was awesome. You know, to have that, to play in a Carpenter Cup like that. So it was just, obviously it was a shithole. It was AstroTurf, but it was our shithole.
You got exactly. And nobody wanted to play there.
Yeah. It was always 140 on the turf. During the day games, like, forget it.
Scorching.
Yeah.
A big story in baseball, you talked a little bit about it earlier, is Matt Harvey being suspended for 3 days without pay for violating team rules. And for those of you who don't know, reportedly and not confirmed by the team yet, Harvey was not at the ballpark for Saturday night's game since he was golfing in the morning and had a headache. Could be the dildo theory, or probably more like him chasing around Adriana Lima around New York because she's been distracting them.
It's been shown on the mound.
Right, yeah, no doubt about
it.
It distracts me too. So.
The key thing here is
I'd take that distraction.
He would definitely have a headache if he had that thing in his bottom.
Maybe that was Adriana's, huh?
No, they were playing around in the locker room. I got you. Well, the worst part is he didn't find out that he was suspended until he actually came into the ballpark this morning. And immediately filed a grievance against the three-game suspension. So it's lobbing
everything's
it up.
not happy over there in New Yorktown.
That always works good.
I'm lobbing it up for you guys. Is the Mets organization a wreck, or is this an example of a prima donna athlete being dealt with internally?
I think it's prima donna-ish.
Maybe honestly. It's combo.
Or maybe it's the dildo.
I think they're in shambles right now, but I
think they're taking on water.
I definitely think he's an absolute prima donna. Absolutely, you know what I mean?
I think so too.
And when that's your employer, so you're firing. You know, you're going to get more. That's what you want to do: piss them off even more by filing a grievance.
Seriously.
Like, just take your medicine or take your dildo and
go home and play.
Report back in 4 days. You know what I mean? Like, be accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Like we tell kids and we tell our young players to hold yourself accountable. You know, you're going to miss a game. You're out golfing. You know, you're not feeling well. Hey, listen, come on. I mean, you
go have 72 hours of fun with Adriana and come back.
Yeah, they're a mess, and the injuries tie in. You know, the whole Syndergaard thing. You know, you open a can of worms when that kind of shit happens, where a guy doesn't get the MRI when he should, and blah 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 blah, and then you see the results. It really affects the whole locker room, and then you see the spiral down. So, shoot for the next one, Robbie.
All right, sticking in New York, Kristaps Porzingis apparently had his Twitter account hacked last night as a tweet was published that read LA Clippers with 3 smiley face emojis. The tweet was deleted almost immediately, and Porzingis denied the tweet, claiming he was hacked.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Does this fuel speculation that Porzingis' future with the Knicks is over, since several teams have reached out with trade requests, including the Clippers, after he skipped the exit meeting with Phil?
I think he's done. Or Phil's done.
Oh, listen, he probably wants to be done, but like, could you be any worse of an organization than the Knicks? Like, if that you let that dude go out the door,
I tell you who
he's a stud, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's I think it's happening.
Griffin,
Blake,
yeah,
Blake's coming
swappy,
east.
Little swappy. Okay, I got you.
Wow, that's a bad deal.
For who?
For the Knicks.
I would think so too, but I would assume they would get more than just Blake.
Yeah.
You better give a lot more. You're talking about a kid, that guy's always hurt.
Yeah. I was just going to say, if he stays healthy,
that's the problem. Blake's awesome, but he's never healthy.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I can imagine he's frustrated.
Porzingis,
he's frustrated. He's playing his heart out, and the organization's not supporting him around him at all,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He definitely wants out, and if they don't get any, a lot for him, then they just are, the typical Knicks in the last 10 years. They've just been absolute dumpster fires. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
If I'm them and you're smart, you package him. You try to package him and Melo together. You try to, and you get rid of that contract a little bit, and you maybe not get the return you're looking for completely, but you can restart that process. If that's the guy you don't want,
enough money for that.
If Phil stays there with everything going on, he's got to get both out then, because it's been a problem with both. You understand? So if Phil's going to stay, and he wants.
How can he?
I don't know how he does.
He's an atrocity.
Listen, I completely agree,
an absolute
but
abomination.
For some reason,
from the LeBron comments to just ruining an organization.
Phil's been bad, man.
Yeah, real bad.
Real bad. I'll tell you what.
Life without Mike.
Shows life without Mike and Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah,
A little tough.
Absolutely.
A little tough on.
A little tough without the Diesel.
A little tough on the old Zen Master, isn't it?
Yeah, not so Zenish anymore, huh?
Listen, and the buses knew what they were doing. Like, you
Jeannie,
want to run the Lakers? Yeah, okay, beat it.
Yeah, see, Jeannie was all over that.
She's like, just go down on me.
And by the way, she goes, by the way, and we're not gonna be together anymore too.
Yeah.
Enjoy the East Coast. See you.
Seriously.
Next question, Robbie.
And you guys have Always Dreaming winning the Derby yesterday?
I did.
Me and Willis had them, but we didn't have.
I had them in 3 different trifectas.
We didn't have
not with the 1 or the 11.
Yeah.
Hard to imagine. I mean, I was going to ask you too. More importantly, any of you have 31-1 long shot looking at Lee to place, or 37-1 battle of Midway to show?
Yeah, we had Always Dreaming. We knew it was going to be sloppy and speed could hold.
I wish I would have had looking at Lee.
Yeah, we were gonna. I should have just wheeled him, but ran in there at 11 o'clock or 11:15 before the game, and just did 5 minutes real quick. The place was a zoo.
Same.
And just got the heck
place
out of
was
there.
a friggin' zoo.
Put in the $25 worth or $30, whatever it was, and had him in everything. Had him in doubles. I didn't hit the next race, so I wasted an $11 horse.
Well, my real question, this is a lead-in, will Always Dreaming win the Preakness to stir up Triple Crown talk?
He could.
Yeah.
He very well could. Should be fun to see if he. Should be fun to see how the other horses that were supposedly,
how they come out of that race.
How do they come out of that race, especially considering it was sloppy. You assume the Preakness probably won't be. I mean, it could not be, might not be. We'll see. Yeah. And then we'll see how the other horses come out, if they're going to run the Preakness.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
That's the key. See how many other speed horses can run, like see who's going to run with him.
Right.
So if there's going to be, if there's some real good horses that are going to go out to the front with him, then he's going to have to expend a little more instead of just sitting, and then let him go at the top. We'll see how Classic Empire comes back. See if they skip it or not with the foot. He finished fourth and didn't have any problems. We'll see how he comes out of it. So
I never saw the favorite flip-flop so much during the day between those two.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
If he's okay to come back, then
McCracken was a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah,
what I mean?
That's why I played.
Yeah.
Who was the horse that at the beginning?
Bigger.
Huh?
There was a horse that reared up in the very beginning. Who was that? I never even found out.
Horse.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was that?
They pulled him up.
That thunderstorm or whatever?
Yeah.
Ah, it's
Thunder
great.
snow. I forgot to text you.
Good work.
20 yards in.
Good work,
What, Brody Miller?
Good work.
Brody Miller's
I thought it might have been. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, thunder snow. There was about
Thunder
20
snow.
yards in. They pulled him up.
Yeah, why? Assholes.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Let's get to the last question on the hot stove.
I had him in two different ones.
Got a new game for you fellas. It's called Either Or. Would you rather have access to all the greatest foods of the world with no taste buds, or have a supermodel of your choosing be in love with you, but you have ED? Either or.
I'll take the ED.
Yeah, they got pills for that shit.
Yep, we'll figure that out.
We'll figure that one out real quick.
We'll take care of that.
I need to be able to taste food, okay? I'm sorry. Otherwise, I could be just eating shit. Who knows?
Yeah, and you can still play with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You still touch.
You can unwrap that bubble tape.
Yeah.
I mean,
Your bubble tape might not pop,
I was
but
gonna say,
you can touch it.
Sucks to play pool with a rope, but I mean, like shit. You know what I mean? Like you can still taste her. You can still get a little taste on that buffet. You know
And that's why I asked the question.
Push it in. Push it in.
Come on, this is
Push that tip in. Push that tip in.
I can't feel my legs. Lieutenant Dan, I can't feel my legs.
I said it's because they ain't there.
Shut the fuck up, Bubba.
Oh, my God.
I love food.
Lieutenant Dan, what are you doing here?
He says, I love
As much as I love the fuck, I love food.
I'll go get Harvey's dildo. We'll be good. I'll strap Harvey's dildo on. We'll figure it out.
Huge fan of food. Shocker, I know.
Surprise. Oh, man.
Absolutely.
All right. That wraps it up. Another
great performance, gentlemen.
boys.
Bring your A game.
Another dominance.
Bring your A game on a Sunday night. Attaboy.
Listen, we got to thank all our sponsors. BMW of Atlantic City. Find them online, bmwatlanticcity.com. Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. For all your tax needs, accounting needs, everything, gibsonmayer.com. The new Soap Standard, Soapstash LLC.
Stash.
Find them on Facebook, Soapstash LLC. Or soapstash.com. Get your products.
See you at the club, Tom.
Get your products. Sports.com, SportsOutletInc.com. For Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Rob Hovey on the ones and twos. Everybody listening, thank you. We'll see you.
Game 7 Oilers.
We'll see you soon. We out.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
Tom Arnone,
No, it's call-out time.
Brian Wilson,
You died for that football.
Nick Delgazzo.
It's going to be a battle.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.